I walk her
Once a day?
No, like twice.
Oh, twice a day.
Minimum. Sometimes 3.
Twice a day.
Well, I don't even be walking her honestly anymore. I just be taking her out to shit. It's kind of fucked up.
Like just taking her out to use the bathroom.
And then bring her back.
Mm-hmm. I used to walk her more. Nowadays, I just be taking her ass out. It's kind of fucked up, yeah. All right, camera's rolling.
Okay.
That's rolling. Audio's rolling. We good.
Oh, we're rolling, huh?
Yep. Yeah, we are.
Let me pull these up. Shane got the flip-flops.
Yeah, man. My feet need to breathe.
We didn't meet last week, right?
No.
Nah.
Okay, we can cover on a couple other things from last week.
You can count on it. You can count on it. You can count on me. You can count on me too. You can count on it. You can.
So, you know.
Oh my God. Welcome to the Three Oak Podcast, where even the artists can be fans. AJ the Menace.
Shane M. Petty.
You were ready?
Yeah.
You're okay. I don't know
Yeah.
why I thought I thought your face was like, why the fuck did you just start?
No.
Yeah.
Your expression.
Nah, I'm looking at a game on my phone.
Oh,
You looking at Toy Blast?
Nah, it wasn't Toy Blast. Some Marvel shit I just downloaded.
Oh, okay. Man, they keep harassing me on the iPhone to sign up for the arcade. I signed up for the arcade when they first.
I did it once and I deleted it.
Me too, immediately.
Yeah.
Why?
I
It's
don't know.
trash.
It's just,
It's trash. Yeah.
It's trash.
bro. Have you kids now? My nephew plays games on his tablet, and the way that you know how a PlayStation controller set up, it's got the
Trash.
2 analog. Now they have that on the screen.
It doesn't work well.
And to me, it's just crazy. But I watched him play, bro.
He's nice with it.
Bruh, he moves that shit like we move game controllers.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
So I was like, I'm too used to a game controller. You know what I'm saying? To where that ain't gonna work for me.
And in this moment, he knew he was old.
Yeah, facts. And it was at this moment he
Yeah.
knew that I knew I was getting old.
Even my cousin today was like some
trying to fix my
grand.
positioning. And then my shirt's
Your
like twisting
posture.
and shit.
Oh,
posture.
yeah.
Like my shirt's
like,
twisted.
Like it's uncomfortable. Like
I'm trying to
Your
fix my
junk
position.
hanging out. Like, what are you doing?
Right. Sorry. Yeah, I got the same outfit on I had from earlier, but these won't be dropping together.
You
So
see?
I did a one-on-one interview earlier.
Movie magic.
With right.
Yeah.
With Delaney, and it was somebody who does a lot of she just does a lot of work for the community and black people and stuff like that. And it was somebody that I've been wanting to talk to.
Yeah.
So we finally set it up. We did the one-on-one interview, and that shit was fire. Because I'm gonna try to do some more one-on-one interviews, just on the couch and stuff like that. Outside of the podcast, because even some of the people that I talk one-on-one with, they can either go to the podcast. They might go to the podcast first, and then we bring them to the one-on-one thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. So it's here and it's casual, right?
Chilling.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Feet up
Yeah.
on the couch. You know what I'm saying? Hanging out type of shit, and then just having conversations, and it was good because we went for an hour and a half.
Nice.
So I think that one's gonna boom too. I
It's
think
gonna do well.
I think when that drops, it's gonna go. Because we was covering a little bit of everything.
Yeah.
Factual.
Oh yeah, you said you were getting deep.
Yeah, we got deep right at the end. Right at the
I
at
heard
the
you
end.
laughing about it over there.
Yeah, right at the end, it was we were on the same page, and then right at the end, it was just all right, these pages are,
Stand
Oh
up.
shit.
yeah, these pages are starting to shift. You know what I'm saying? Hell yeah. But we didn't come. Cherry is hammered drunk right now at a pig picking. Is that what she called it?
Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah, Cherry is drunk at a pig picking right now. For all of our non-country listeners,
Yeah.
actually, I don't know what a pig picking is.
I don't either.
But in my
Pigging some
mind,
pigs.
I just assume there's just pigs on spigots. Motherfuckers just rotating them shits around.
Yeah.
And everybody's just pulling chunks.
Yeah, peeling them.
Just pulling chunks of, they drink it beer like some
Yeah, that's
Neanderthal
what I mean.
shit.
It's a type of party or gathering held primarily in American South, which involves barbecuing a whole hog.
Okay, so
So
one
that's what they're
pig.
doing.
How many, damn. See how many people can eat off of one pig?
Yeah, that's a good thought. I wonder.
Yeah, I wonder how many pigs they had.
For
to
me,
have.
I thought what she was meaning, it was remember bobbing for apples, that thing? But I remember I saw one where it was pigs' feet or something.
For real? They probably do activities like that
Yeah,
at pig
and
pickings.
you would just do it just like bobbing for
No
apples.
way, bro.
What's it say?
I don't believe it. It's impossible.
What's it say?
Okay, I'm gonna read this sentence in general.
Okay.
While pigs can easily can tip the scale at 100 pounds or more, the most popular size is around 80 pounds, more than enough meat to feed around 50 people and still have leftovers.
Woo!
I don't know if that's real.
That sounds about right,
Was
though,
there
bro.
Wikipedia?
I don't know. That does sound right, bro. 80 pounds is a lot. And I guess
Yeah.
we're eating the whole thing, really.
Yeah.
So it ain't like, I don't know what it's like with other, like, I don't know what percent of a pig we're eating compared to what percent of a cow we would eat.
Facts.
Because maybe we only eat
It's like
70.
all the pig is edible, basically.
Yeah, like maybe
Yeah.
we only eat 70% of a cow or 60% of a cow, but we eat 90% of a pig.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Yeah, mostly. Yeah, on a pig, we probably eat more than.
Yeah, because I mean, even down to the feet, like you were saying. Like,
Yeah.
you can,
People eat pig's feet and shit.
Pig feet, pig ears, all type of shit. So it's like, I went to the Pit today. The Pit, I just had some barbecue.
Oh, yeah, that's a good spot. I ain't been there in a long time.
I ain't been there in a long time either, bro. It was busting.
Yeah, that's a
it's-
good.
yeah, that shit-
I've never been disappointed there. Honestly.
Yeah, me neither. And
What
I've
was the
only,
atmosphere like?
it's a barbecue spot, but it's like a restaurant, but it's directly next to Boxcar.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's right
okay.
next
So
to
maybe I've
Boxcar.
seen it.
Is that
Just
open
Yeah.
right
went
now?
in there.
Is that
It's open.
Boxcar?
Oh, Boxcar. I don't know, but I feel like it is open.
Yeah, my cousin Andre was talking
Shit,
about
I
that.
feel like everything is open again.
Okay.
You know? Yeah. It's a very like questionable because like a few months ago, it seemed like everything was just going right back to where
Right,
we were.
everything was seeming
and
real
then the
normal.
Delta thing, and then I'm just like, wait, so like, where are we again?
Delta, there was a fake slowdown.
Yeah.
The mask mandate came back on.
Yeah.
But
Now it's kind
nothing
of
felt like it changed. I didn't feel like people were really putting
like there
their
was no
mask back
difference.
on.
Yeah.
Nah. They did for a minute, and then they were like, you know what? I'm not doing this again.
Right.
That's what
Have
it's
Some
y'all
like.
people
ever
are fully
s-
vaccinated, so they're like, look, I'm not even scared anymore.
Have y'all ever seen like how people act when they walk in somewhere and somebody, you're at a Target, Walmart, whatever, and there's somebody at the door to like give you hand sanitizer and ask if you have a mask or can you put a mask on?
I haven't encountered that.
I
Oh, you haven't?
haven't encountered that either.
Oh,
Not
okay,
even
so-
at my Walmart. No.
So I've been to Target. This happened in Target is why I'm bringing it up.
Okay.
But this happened in Target, but I've seen it at Costco. I haven't seen it at Walmart. Walmart, you know,
Yeah,
I'm not surprised.
Yeah,
you
they
haven't
just
seen-
let it slide. They let
Yeah,
anything
but
slide.
I'm thinking maybe a Harris Teeter might do something like this.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? Like I'm only assuming, but I know that Costco and Target have definitely done it.
Oh, all right.
But if you ever just seen like employees ask somebody, "Do you have your mask?" and then the person like either get pissed or they walk by,
Like they didn't hear shit.
they don't hear nothing, don't
Like a
acknowledge
donation
them.
thing.
But when you look at their face, bro, it's just like that face is just like, and it's typically white people.
Who's the face of the customer?
The face of the customer,
Okay.
the person who doesn't want to put the mask on.
Yeah.
It's typically white people, bro. And when you see, I guess this is what I'm saying. Is if you want to know what privilege looks like,
Yeah.
that's the face they're making.
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
the face they're making. And I just realized that today, like when I went to Target this morning, was it yesterday morning, this white lady walked in and the lady was like super nice at the door. Can you put your mask on? Or do you have a mask so you can put it on? She was like,
Oh wow.
Like-
Why? I never.
yeah, like how, and
How
then when
dare
I,
you ask me
and
that?
then when I turned around and looked at her, she saw I looked at her because she probably know I heard her, and then she was just like, you know what I'm saying? Like it was just like this.
You think you can, Jay?
yeah,
You
like
think you could do this to
I'm not
me?
doing this. I'm not doing this for anybody. I don't care what you think. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like
Right.
literally, like that. I just felt like, oh shit, that is what entitlement looks like. If
Yeah.
any of y'all ever wanted to see it before,
Like,
Yeah.
this is the exact thing.
Yeah, it was at this moment he knew. It was at this moment that she used her entitlement.
Yeah, she was entitled.
Right. That'd be a good name of the episode. And it was
Entitled.
at this moment.
Right.
It was at this moment they knew.
They knew. Dot.
Yeah, he fucked up.
Yeah.
But I mean, okay, let's go ahead and cover what everybody wants to talk about anyway, real quick. Well, let's do that.
Go backwards.
first. Well, I'm not even thinking that.
Like
I'm thinking we
president
start
and-
with I think we start president and then go back.
Go back. Okay.
Donda dropped, and we weren't
And-
here when Donda dropped,
Yeah. Yeah. We weren't.
and now Certified Lover Boy.
Which
Yep.
dropped what day?
Friday.
Friday. Okay.
Friday. This past Friday, they just
Okay.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, so pretty much like maybe like I haven't heard Loverboy, so maybe you guys could do your like.
I can't give you anything on any of them, honestly.
Or just
Well,
a brief
I can
breakdown.
tell you.
Yeah.
Well, I can tell you this. Our first
That was
interact,
quick.
like
okay.
if I was gonna be the person who was everyone else out there, meaning if I was gonna tell you that I have a real solid take or some sort of take after a day or two of listening to both of these, my first take would have been both of them were mid.
Okay.
That would have
Both of them were what?
mid.
Mid. Okay.
That would have been my first take. But
Gotcha.
I realized that these are very, very long projects that you got to live with for a little bit before
Bruh.
you're able to really have a take on it. You know what I'm saying?
And you know what I find? Because I have only listened to the first 5 to 6 of the Donda.
Yeah.
And I've only listened to one song of Certified Lover Boy.
Yeah.
And it's just because I don't want to break it up, really. You know what I'm saying? If I got to break it up, I don't want to break it up more than once.
Right.
So it's like, I think later what I'm going to do on Tuesday is like, we can meet together again because I definitely want to get Richie and Nance.
Yeah.
Because Richie loves Drake and Kanye, but Nance loves Kanye too. So I
Yeah.
feel like they'll be able to harness that energy of like how everybody is feeling, especially about those two artists.
Right.
Because I know I'm not going to have that same energy level that they would have.
They would have about it, yeah.
Especially, but I can listen to, that'll give me time to listen to it. And then I know I can say some shit, now I
But
know.
here's the thing, bro.
Yeah.
Both of those albums so far that I've listened, they don't have neither one of them have that like
Moments.
They have moments, but they don't have them enough to me so far.
Gotcha. Yeah.
So it's
especially
like,
for these two people.
Yeah, there's not a bunch of like hard records on there. Like, there's a lot of like Drake's project has a lot of like stripped down beats. You know what I'm saying? It's not a whole bunch of like extra hard shit, but a lot of like room on them and stuff like that. Like
A lot of room for him to really just get his raps off.
yeah, but like I don't know, man. It's 21 records on there, and right now I'm in love with 5 of them.
Okay.
Like that. I go back to those 5.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And then the rest of it, I haven't fallen for yet. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I mean, I'm sure I'm gonna catch some of that shit though. But Donda, when I was listening, the thing about Donda, when I listened to that shit the first time, like I was impressed with just the musicality of it.
Just the way it sounded.
Yeah. Just like whether or not I was in love with the song, I was like, this shit is like kind of immaculate. Like just the way that the sounds are put together and
how grand it shit.
Yeah,
sounds.
how grand it's.
Okay, I'm gonna have to go into it with that mindset because my first impression, just listening to the first 3 tracks
on Donda.
Okay. I was like,
this ain't
it's
it.
very churchy.
It is.
You know?
I mean, it's a gospel album.
Yeah, I guess I didn't expect that.
And there's no
you know?
I
thought that was just
cursing
Jesus is
either.
king, and I thought he was just okay.
There's
now
no
he's
cursing.
back on
Yeah,
his,
there's no cursing.
But the features really did go off on the shit.
Yeah.
On Donda,
Marilyn Manson is on there.
the features went off. The Baby's verse went crazy.
Okay.
Fucking Jay-Z's verse was crazy. Fabio's verse was ridiculous.
Yeah, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
Because off the rip,
Like,
bro, like
Come on, bro.
well, it's called Off the Grid.
Off the
but
Grid.
I just said Off the
Yo.
Grid. You know what
No,
I'm saying?
I like that song.
But Off the Grid though, man, Fabio was floating over
Going
that shit,
crazy
bro.
on that
He was
shit.
floating.
Yeah.
And the Baby was too.
The Baby was floating on Jail, bro.
The Baby, because that was I don't know
That
what
was
the name
Jail
of this.
2. Jail
2?
2, yeah. Jail is a good song, too.
Yeah,
I
Jail's a
fuck
good
with
song
Jail.
too.
And
Yeah.
so both of them I fuck with him.
And then Jail 2 had The Weeknd on it. The
no.
Weeknd.
The Weeknd was Hurricane.
Oh, I thought The Weeknd was with the Baby.
I
Lil
don't
Baby.
think Jay. Oh, you talking about Lil Baby?
Yeah, Lil Baby and The Weeknd. I thought that
That was
was
Hurricane. Yeah, Hurricane.
So the Baby and Lil Baby is on this project.
Yeah, they're
Both
both
of
on
them
there.
are, yeah.
They're both on there. Yeah,
Yep.
All right.
I'm pretty sure that's Hurricane. Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Bro, that's just the thing, bro. These albums are long as fuck, bro.
Yeah, and Kanye, the thing that Kanye, like, he's underestimating the power of just giving us the feature names. Like
Yeah.
Oh, there's
like,
no featured names?
Nah,
he
it's
wants
just
you
the
to go
name of the
research
song.
it and do it, but
Yeah,
it's
it's
just
just the
like
name of the song.
little things like that will annoy certain people. Like, I'm kind of annoyed. You talking
annoys
about
me
you're
a little
annoyed.
bit.
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
it annoys me a little bit, yeah.
It's like,
But I get it. I really do understand
Because it's
it.
the element of surprise,
but I
but at the
I
same
still
time-
want to be able
And
to.
not even the
just-
element of surprise, but I really do understand where you don't want to put the feature because people will... If the Baby's my favorite rapper,
I'm gonna run to that.
when I see the Baby,
Yeah.
I'll just click his song
Yeah.
Yeah,
first.
just fast forward
Yeah.
to
Then
that.
maybe
or
I won't
not
even,
fast forward, but
and then maybe I won't even start the album at the top.
Right.
I might
Go
just
to
listen to that
song
shit and
first.
keep it pushing.
I understand, but
The streaming
with
age.
with
Right.
with CLB with Certified Lover Boy, like he had the features up there, and I didn't do that. I
Yeah.
ran through them.
Yeah.
Me too.
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
I ran through them from the beginning. I didn't even though I knew there's features of here. I was like, I want to play this.
But I guess to
sequentially.
AJ's point, maybe some people.
Some people, yeah.
No, I agree.
Yeah.
But it's still
Because there were
annoying
some people.
sometimes.
There's some people that I would do that for, even if I love the artist.
Yeah.
Like if Dom Kennedy, Nipsey Hussle, rest in peace. But if I saw they were on there, and sometimes, bro, I would catch myself to where I'd be like, I want to click that bitch so bad.
Okay,
you know what I'm saying?
It's like number 7, but you're on 2, and just
Or you haven't even started, and it's like, damn, that's where I really want to start.
Yeah.
But I know how you're supposed to listen to albums, so I'm
yeah.
like, let me give it the benefit. Let me just start at the top.
Yeah.
But then
Right.
sometimes I'm like, fuck that, nigga. I'm going to the end. Like, I need that. I want to hear what you got to say on that.
Yeah.
Then I'll go back and put the album together in my mind. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, bro. There's only very few artists like that, though. You know what I'm saying?
That's
to
a
where
fact.
you're just like, nah, I'm sorry. I got to break the rules on how to listen to an album
Facts,
because I got
facts.
to hear what he said on there.
Do you think it was like that in the age of CDs too? Because remember, in the back of CDs, they would put the features as well.
Probably.
But
Probably,
do you think
yeah,
people used to
probably.
do the same thing? Or just,
Yeah.
track 7.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
But then, you had to buy the whole album back then too.
Yeah, you had no choice.
Yeah. You getting all this.
Yeah, you was getting all of it. So the artist was winning, period. Even if you listened to it for that one song.
Yeah, that's
I was
true.
going because you bought the album.
That's true. There were probably like 1 or 2 albums that I bought in my lifetime where it was like I just wanted one song or something, but I just had to
you
buy
got
the
the whole
entire
album.
project.
Yep, and you don't give a fuck about the whole album.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You might have listened to it and you're just like, yep, these are my favorite too.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Rip 'em
Which
up.
really must have hurt back in the day when you bought an album that was trash.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
I
you had
feel like
no choice.
I feel like we've all done that, haven't we?
Yeah.
I can't think. I can't think
I mean, I'm
of
sure
one
there's
off
some
top, but
CDs
like,
I have.
I feel like
I
everybody's
can think of
done
one.
that.
I'm thinking one off top, and it was an artist that I loved, and even to this day, I still defend the album. But
What was it?
It wasn't that good. Release Therapy.
Ludacris?
Yeah, it wasn't that great.
I wasn't. It wasn't. It was.
I defend it all the time, but if I'm going to be honest, it wasn't an amazing album.
It wasn't that bad though.
It wasn't.
But it was
See,
really
you're defending
different.
it too.
But it really wasn't. It was really different from the first 3.
Right.
First 3 or
Right,
4.
right,
Because I think that
right.
might have been the.
And then
I know the fourth one
Back
was
for the
Red
First
Light
Time.
District.
Okay.
Yeah.
Back for the first time. There was the
Yeah,
fifth
Back
album.
for the first time.
Back for the first
Word of
time.
Mouth.
Word of Mouth. Chicken and Beer. Red Light District. Release Therapy.
Yeah, okay.
Real Ludacris fans over here, y'all.
Yeah.
Let's not don't get it fucked
High
up.
school
Theater
for me,
of Mind comes next.
yeah, facts.
And then before the Theater of Mind, 101
Yeah.
gigawatts.
that
Yeah.
shit was crazy.
Mixtape.
But see,
That
to
one
me,
was crazy.
That was stupid. Yeah.
I will be honest though, like once he cut his hair, like
It wasn't the same.
It
bro.
changed.
yeah, I wouldn't. Well, I wouldn't say I stopped listening to it. I would just say I kind of fell off. I
Right.
kind of fell. I mean, it was not because of his fucking hair, but it was just like I don't know.
Actually-
In 2006, like I was kind of like on. I was like Neptune's. I mean, not Neptune's, but his band. Nerd.
Nerd.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was like, getting into like other stuff. I was kind of falling out of Ludacris a little bit.
Okay.
He started to become
Which is
more
it? You
active
had a
around
nice little pivot then.
Yeah. It was like right after Red Light District, but around Shake Your Moneymaker, like right after that, I think.
But you know what's crazy is for me, I wasn't huge on Nerd until Seeing Sounds.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, then
Like
that's
the-
around the time.
Like
yeah.
I love Nerd, and of course,
Yeah.
but like that first album, I don't put that first album on with the dude on the couch.
Yeah.
I can't remember the name. I
I don't
put
think
that.
I've even
I knew the
listened to that.
singles. Yeah,
I
knew
listened
the
to it one
singles.
time,
Yeah.
and that was late. But
Yeah.
I listened to the singles that were hot off of there,
Yeah,
of course.
like
You know what I'm saying?
Rockstar and,
Yeah,
"Ooh,
like
baby,
Rockstar.
you want me?
Yeah, the singles I listened
Yeah.
to, but later, after I loved Seeing Sounds so much, I was like, let me go back and listen to this. But Seeing Sounds, I was just like,
No,
I'm
Seeing
good.
Sounds
Like,
is better than. I would say that Seeing Sound is better than that first album.
Hey, matter of fact, can you write this question down? Because we lost the Kanye and Drake shit, but
Oh,
we'll go
shit.
back to that. But the question that I have is, does everybody feel like, does everybody fall off of their favorite artist at some point? Like,
Huh,
you know what I'm
that's
saying?
an interesting
Like,
question. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, what album did you fall off of
Right.
for your favorite artist?
favorite artist.
growing up or whatever.
Right.
I don't know. I'm gonna give you an answer. I don't know if it's the correct answer at all, but I'm gonna say
Wait. Let's go back to Kanye
Okay,
and Donda.
okay.
Yeah. Then we'll
Alright.
go back to that then,
Okay,
because then
cool.
we can just keep going.
yeah. You said
Yeah.
does everyone fall off of their
Favorite artist at some
Artist,
point.
yeah.
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 Because I can name the moment in each of my favorite artists is
Oh, really?
yeah, where I was just like, it ain't the same
Yeah,
no more, you
yeah.
know?
Right,
But back to the Kanye. All right, so, yeah, like we said, like, this isn't the best
Yeah.
deep dive that y'all probably looking for. We'll follow that up on Tuesday,
Yeah.
and I'll probably release it on Wednesday. where we get some other people in here, or we can all come back if you're free on Wednesday, or Tuesday. I mean, if you're free on Tuesday night or whatever, we can all come back. But I'm gonna link up with Richie and Nance, and then if you can come through again too.
Yeah, I'll slide through.
And then we'll do that one, and maybe Cherry will be able to come to that one because I know she loves Certified Lover Boy.
Yeah,
Oh,
she does.
She does.
I don't know.
Yeah.
It's growing on me, man. But
Kanye's like she's called Kanye her daddy too. So
Exactly.
that's why I'm like, I really want to know. Like,
like her. Yeah, I want to hear like, and that's the perfect because those three alone.
Yeah.
Absolutely love and adore both of them a lot. You know what I'm saying? Well, I don't know about Nance and Drake as much, but I know Nance and Kanye. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I think it'd be dope as fuck to have their opinions on there.
Yeah.
Because I love both of them, but it's not the same, I guess.
Yeah, I'm gonna go back into Donda and like listen production wise mostly. Because remember, I think it was just I was put off by the sort of like I didn't expect it to be like Jesus is King. But
it's not. I'm not gonna. It's not like
no,
that.
not musically. Not musically.
Okay.
I mean, topic wise.
Okay.
You know.
It's a clean album and everything.
Yeah.
Or just I'm not like
just
a Christian
really
album guy.
Just really praise the Lord.
Yeah, but it's not. It ain't all just holy praise the Lord the whole time.
Yeah.
I mean, it is. But it ain't.
You know, like it's one thing to have like college dropout and it's like Jesus walks. Boom. That's the
Facts.
The Christian. You know, that's the religious song on the whole track. But
that's where
Jesus walks. Jesus walks.
But Jesus is King was like really a deep dive into that for me.
It was.
I'm saying this isn't so much of that. This
Is it fucked up that I'm over here trying to figure out if I listen to Jesus is King?
You heard it, but you didn't remember. You didn't remember it because it wasn't good.
Yeah.
I'm sure you heard it some.
I'm sure I heard it.
No,
we probably talked about it when it came out.
Yeah. But Jesus is King was really lackluster, bro. Like it was trash.
Yeah.
I didn't like it. You obviously didn't like it either.
Yeah. I got through it, but but like I said, I'm not a
honestly so far for me the best gospel rap album that I've ever heard is Coloring Book.
Yeah, that's great.
Really?
That's
my favorite. Yeah. And like you said, it's balanced still.
Yeah.
It's
that's what I'm saying. And there's balance on this. Once you get through more, you'll see. There's balance on this.
Yeah.
There's a good songs. Okay is good. Off the Grid is good. Jail is good.
Hey, speaking of
some good shit up here.
Speaking of both of these albums, Donda and Certified Lover Boy, I've never seen artists this big drop albums back to back, and literally the masses seemed like they were like, "Nah, this shit's a mid." This shit.
That's what.
Really?
Yeah, but
That's
see, the masses also. That's what I was saying.
Which you gotta ignore that. You know what I'm saying?
Come to that shit so quickly. You know what I mean?
Right. But it's like I never seen that before. You know what I'm saying? Like when Views from the Six came out, there was no question. This is it. You know what I'm saying? This is the album we've been waiting for from Drake. You know what I'm saying? It's like he gave us 10 Loverboy records. He gave us 10 rap records. Yeah. You've got massive hits in every category. You know what I'm saying? It was like nobody was even questioning whether it was mid or a classic, if you want to say that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But both of these albums from both legendary artists, it was so many like people talking about like, man, that shit's a mid, man, that shit ain't it. That shit's trash. Now the opening of the album, the Donda chant, that shit was hilarious.
Yes.
Like and I know that's what threw a lot of people off first when they just heard Donda. Donda.
Now, I will say this. Take this with a grain of salt. I don't know if this is true. My 14-year-old cousin, she just made birthday today, turned 14. Okay. However, like she did, because we talked about this briefly, because she heard the album. And she said that the Donda thing, is that the name of Kanye's mother?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So she was saying that she heard that the reason why she's saying Donda like that, it's in the rhythm of her last heartbeat before she died.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's true.
Well, I don't know. I don't know that, but I was watching what that guy Sean C.
Oh yeah.
I was watching him talk about Donda a little bit, and he was saying that he was like picturing like a little kid saying his mom's name over and over, Donda, or whatever. Like trying to find his mom or some shit, and like that was cool, whatever perspective. But I kept hearing a heartbeat, Donda.
Yeah, Donda. Yeah, it's like a heartbeat, and then you know at the end she dies. At the end she dies. You hear her die.
And that's what I kept hearing.
She passes away.
keep saying the name over and over, and it just sounds like a, like a heartbeat, and that's what I kept thinking. So now hearing you say that is like,
maybe you confirm it, so she might be right.
Kind of locks it into me.
Okay.
Damn, that's crazy.
Yeah, and then at the end of the
when
track,
I first heard it, because I hate that like social media just clouds your vision with so much
quickly,
shit. And
bro.
it's like,
Misinformation.
and that's why I haven't listened to. That's why I
You
really
gotta step away.
That's why I really stepped away from the internet and haven't really listened to the album either, just because I hadn't had the time. But I've been just kind of ignoring all. I've been trying to like, I'll see something about Certified Lover Boy or see something about Donda, and I'm really not trying to read it. Like I'm trying to scroll through so I can try to
make your own take.
Yeah, keep my mind as clear as I can before I listen to it.
Yeah, because sometimes people like when you hear like reviews and shit like that, then it shapes your
view.
It shapes my view.
Your own view.
I probably wouldn't have laughed when I heard the Donda chant if I didn't see people laughing about it online before I listened to it.
I wasn't laughing. I was just like, what's happening?
I saw so many funny memes that people were making. So when I turned the album on, I just started laughing because I'm thinking about all the memes that I just been reading. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I did in order to avoid it? I just made sure that as soon as Donda dropped, I listened before if
before you looked at anything. Yeah, before the internet had a time to react.
If you can catch it early, then you can like at least listen, and then like now when you look, you can kind of like agree and disagree or whatever a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That is true. It's like you really got to be on top of it immediately.
Yeah.
Because it moves so
Or
fast.
you have to completely refuse social media.
Yes.
To completely stay off
one
of
or
it.
the
It's
other.
one or the other
and
because,
then even after you catch it, sometimes it's like good to stay off a little bit if you're still formulating your opinion. I'm still formulating an opinion at the same time.
Right. Yeah, true.
And like I said, with Kanye, and I guess Chance the Rapper to a certain extent, but it's just this little pet peeve of mine where it's just like, I get into the track, and I'm like, when is the beat gonna drop? I'm just like,
it just takes too long to get there.
Just rapping over atmospheric sounds, and I'm like,
now my fault. I was gonna say, now, do we think that it actually dropped by accident, like he said, or like nah?
I don't
you
know.
mean like if it just
shit, maybe, bro, because
say Universal dropped it without his permission on Sunday.
Yeah, and that seems kind of crazy to me that like something like that would happen. Like, are you serious? You know what I'm saying? Like,
permission.
Kanye West has Kanye West at this point. Like, do things like that happen on accident anymore?
Right.
Or is it just publicity that he's just doing?
Right, or it's just another thing to talk about.
Right.
Yeah.
Because I think I also saw something
angry.
where Universal was like, we did not release the album early. You know what I'm saying? And then that was another talking point for the Donda album.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. Like that's why I've got to this point where Kanye, I'm just like, man, is he like an expert troll now?
It has you second guessing everything he does, like whether to take it seriously or not.
Yeah, because now it really makes me think of like when somebody pointed out that he's a huge fan of Andy Kaufman. Like who was like I guess like the first troll ever. Jim Carrey played him in a movie called.
I never saw that movie, but it's on Netflix.
Yeah. Man on the Moon. About this guy, like he was a comedian, but he liked to rile up the public by doing these big things. Like he would wrestle women and say misogynist things, you know. But just for publicity,
just to troll people, just because he knew it.
Yeah, he was like the first troll. In the 70s, he was like the first troll ever. So, but somebody said they pointed out a tweet where he said that he was a fan of Andy Kaufman. So that now it had me wondering. I was like, how much of this is on purpose?
Yeah, or how much are you doing? Yeah, true,
you know,
true,
like,
true.
You know, like expert trolling.
No, I agree. I think a lot of this shit is.
It just has me confused on where his mind is at.
Now, apparently, Andre 3000 released a statement because he was supposed to be on that album.
Did you hear that song?
What?
He was supposed
that song is fire.
What are you talking about?
Oh, Andre 3000. Drake did it. Drake leaked a song. He leaked a Kanye song on his live. So he was on his live.
Is that what that was?
Yeah, bro. So he was on his live apparently, and he was playing like other unreleased music of his own, and then somehow he got his hands on. That's why Consequence on Kanye's camp came out and was like, "We're gonna find a mole who gave Drake this record."
Oh.
So Drake found a record which is that didn't make it to Donda, which was called "Life of the Party." It's Kanye featuring Andre 3000, and Kanye's verse is a diss verse to Drake.
Oh,
yeah.
Shit.
And that's why Andre 3000 came out with his statement talking about like when I got the record, it didn't have this verse on it.
I didn't realize I was being a part of something like that.
Yeah, but he was like, I hate to see that two artists I'm in love with, you know,
right,
are doing something petty. But yeah, go ahead.
A few weeks ago, Kanye reached out to me about being a part of the Donda album. I was inspired by his idea to make a musical.
This is Andre 3000.
Yes. Andre, for his mom. It felt appropriate to me to support Donda, except by referencing my own mother who passed away in 2013. We both shared that loss. I thought it was a beautiful choice to make a clean album, but unfortunately, I didn't know that was the plan before I wrote and recorded my verse. It was clear to me that an edited, clean format of the version would not work without having the raw original also available. So sadly, I had to be omitted from the original album release. The track I received and wrote to didn't have the diss verse on it, and we were hoping to make a more focused offering for the Donda album, but I guess things happen like they're supposed to. It's unfortunate that it was released in this way, and two artists that I love are going back and forth. I wanted to be on Certified Lover Boy too. I just wanted to work with people who inspire me. Hopefully I can work with Kendrick on his album. I love to work with Lil Baby, Tyler, and Jay-Z. I respect all of them.
Yep.
And like somebody
man, coming out of the shadows, man.
Right, bro. And somebody like
3000,
Andre 3000,
come on now.
when he says your name,
That's crazy.
you get it.
Hey,
You get that. Like, how would you not get that?
Yeah.
Lil Baby, we got to talk about Lil Baby.
Yeah, Lil Baby's going crazy.
Lil Baby is really.
He
but
killed,
go ahead.
his verse was crazy too.
But go
I
ahead.
was gonna say, that song is like when we finish this, we got to play that song before you leave, Shane.
Yeah. 'cause I
Life of
wanna
the
hear
Party
it.
slaps.
Okay,
For real?
yeah, I gotta
Slap.
hear that.
Yeah, that's a
Like
that's
if
a,
that was on there to go, yeah.
come
yeah.
on, man. That would have turned
Yeah.
up.
That would've
been a
That would have
highlight.
turned up Donda for me, bro.
Yeah, okay,
Good
okay.
record.
okay.
And then I heard the Chris Brown leak too today. Chris Brown put the joint out that he was removed from.
Oh,
Yeah,
he was
because
gonna be
Chris
on
was
that
supposed
one?
to be on there too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, I think he still is on there in some.
Yeah, I thought I-
like. And like,
yeah,
as
because
a, like
apparently
a
some
vocal
deluxe
or
version
something.
is supposed to coming out, right?
I don't even know. I think so. I don't know.
I heard some deluxe version is supposed to be coming out. Did y'all see that little toy that?
Yes.
That shit is
I
fire.
thought it was fire.
That
Fire.
shit was fire. Did you see that? So apparently Kanye created this device, and it's like a circular disc pad. So
And you can isolate all the sounds.
yeah, so look at that little. Can you hold up that charging block right there in front of the laptop?
Oh, this.
It's literally about that size.
Okay.
And it's got buttons on it. And every track on the album is loaded into there and it's tracked out.
Yeah.
So you can remake the
song.
beat in the song.
Oh.
You can
okay.
isolate things. So
You
you,
can
can slide it
isolate,
up on this,
yeah.
and like you can not take out the bass right here at this point, and you
Right.
can like turn these vocals up or down or whatever on this
And
side.
apparently,
Like-
and it has like at least like 3 or 4 minutes of recording.
Yeah.
So you can make your own songs out of this album
Oh.
that he's created.
Oh,
he's created,
shit.
yeah.
Oh, and you can purchase that and like make
I
up
think-
your own.
yeah,
shit.
yeah. Take his
Damn.
album and make your version of his album.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you meant like it was just his thing that he was just doing
Nah,
live.
it's
I'm
for
like,
us.
oh, it's for us. Oh shit.
Yeah, which is
Damn, that's
crazy.
cool.
Like
It's fire.
That's
That's
cool.
innovative
fire.
as hell, yo.
He always that is one thing I do like about Kanye. It's like he literally does one thing that you be like, damn, bro, that shit's kind of cold blooded. You know
Yeah.
what
I
I'm
think
saying?
even
Like,
Drake once in an interview was saying like something about how there's only one other guy out there who he knows is like losing sleep out over like trying to think of what's fucking next, like what's
Yeah.
new. And that guy's Kanye.
right,
I think
right.
he might have said something along those lines. I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, bro, Kanye seems to be that person who's like really on the edge of like, what fucking can I do different?
Yeah.
right, and it
You know what I'm
does
saying?
do something different.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Right.
to like not only push the album but make it more of like an experience and
Yeah,
shit.
making it an experience, definitely.
Yeah.
He's all about the experience. 100%.
That's a fact.
Yeah.
Yeah, he definitely knows how to capture the experience. So yeah, that shit is crazy to me. Like that shit is fire.
Yeah.
But it's like, doesn't it always seem like too? And it's hard to judge these albums too because doesn't it always seem like when you get an album that shifts music? Could we say that Drake had a moment, the album that shifted music? Would that be Take Care or So Far Gone?
Oh, you mean like
So Far Gone, I think
like
definitely.
shifted
Maybe-
like the direction of like
I won't even say
hip-hop
So
and
Far
R&B
Gone. I
almost?
think it was Take Care.
Take Care did
I think it
something
was
like
Take
that.
Yeah,
Care.
Take
Because
Care.
what I feel like I've noticed is a trend is like when the albums that shift everything musically and people's sound across evenly, it's like they're never received well first.
Yeah. Or they're
You know what I'm saying?
underestimated or something.
or you're really left unsure.
Yeah, well, that's what it was like when 808s and
Exactly.
Heartbreaks came
Dropped,
out.
yeah.
Because to me,
Yeah.
I'm just like, I mean, Kanye, I feel like he's largely, maybe not only, but he's largely responsible for the current state of hip hop. I mean, I was
Without question.
just the other day,
Without question.
just
808's Heartbreak changed
just one
everything.
song alone. I feel like even just one, I feel like Heartless Just that song alone changed the landscape. And that was 2008. That was right before 2010, when 2010 was basically Heartless.
Right,
you know?
right.
Like Heartless, I could hear Travis Scott. I can hear Quavo singing that. I can hear Ty Dolla $ign singing that. I can hear so many people who use autotune now singing Heartless and sounding exactly like it. And he predicted that sound before it even happened.
Exactly, yeah. And he led the charge on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, he led the charge on it.
That is insane. He
So
did
it's
No, I was going to say, he did a Travis
crazy,
Scott
though,
song before Travis Scott.
And that's how, like, but yeah, that's why I'm thinking. So, like, the fact that both of these albums came out like this, like, I wonder, I said that.
Wonder,
why, maybe that's why we're feeling the way we don't understand.
Maybe that's why everybody is either joking on it or they're just like, it's a mid.
Yeah, because it's going to change some shit.
Sometimes that happens. Sometimes that happens. You never really know what it is. It's like a matter of, it's like wine or something. Like over time.
I feel like they're both gonna grow a little bit. Like especially like on me personally, Certified Lover Boy already grew on me.
Okay.
I will say one thing. I have like maybe it's because of the Drake factor. I have a more like I'm more inclined to run back to that to listen again to see if it's any good.
Than Donda.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah, because it's almost like. I don't know, like, I guess my first listen on it, I was a little bit disappointed. But I'm also like, there's no way that Drake didn't drop something that was fire. Like, so I'm running back to it again.
I gotta be missing something.
I gotta be missing something.
Right.
Shit. So, like, I'm running back, and the more I listen,
because you were definitely able to find songs like, no, this goes crazy on Donda a lot quicker than Certified Lover Boy.
Yes, I was.
Gotcha.
Yeah, because sometimes your expectations are so high that even something great doesn't even meet it.
Yeah.
You know?
That is true as well, too.
Sometimes that happens.
That is true as well.
And that's the thing I think was going on with me and Drake. It's like, I have this expectation of him.
And it just didn't meet it, but
I'm
it's still
thinking
great.
that this shit is going to be, like, next level. Like, I thought he was... But it is though, like literally the second time I actually went back and listened, like the first time I listened through, I didn't finish the whole thing, but I only found one record that stood out to me. That was the 7 a.m. on Bridle Path.
Yeah.
And then literally
he was playing offense.
It was just fucking going crazy.
Yeah, he was going crazy. That whole song was about
literally
Kanye.
on my
He was
second
letting that chopper fly.
Yeah, on my second listen, and I finally got past that. On my second listen, I found like 2 records behind that were good. And then the other 2 before that I was like, how did I miss these?
See, so then like on your third, fourth, fifth listen,
more, you know
you might be like, this is a classic.
Right.
Exactly. So that's why I think it's gonna end up happening.
Okay.
But with that happening with me and CLB, it's like now I want to go back to Donda and see what I find again.
Okay.
True.
Yeah.
True.
You know what I'm saying?
I just need to be more open minded. I just need to go into it with more of an open mind, you know? Because I think I was more a little just taken aback by. I thought this was like not going back to old Kanye, but it was just. I just thought like subject matter wise, I thought we were just like broadening a little bit.
Right.
So, but I have to like go back into it with like a more open mind and just be like, well, look at it lyrically, look at it from musically, you know, and see what I think.
So he sold 327K his first week.
Yep, he did.
Kanye.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Donda became the biggest album launch of 2021. Single day record on Spotify and Apple Music. Number 1 in 152 countries on Apple. 180 million streams worldwide.
Now this is before
in 24 hours, but this is
Before Drake.
Before Drake. Okay. Like a week.
Well, Sean sent me this on Saturday. He sent me this yesterday.
Yeah, but Drake's shit has topped streaming numbers.
Yeah, and it's on the 100 chart.
Yeah, because Drake's.
Yeah, I wonder if he beat that. Because I remember I saw a stat about Drake's streaming numbers,
Yes.
and it was like he had like 20 million plays on every song.
Yeah, his streaming numbers like broke the record for Spotify's like 1 day stream record. Like to get
So
if Donda did that,
Kanye had the biggest release,
and Drake,
okay.
and that might be another reason why he dropped after him.
yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
And they're feuding right now. It's only helping their sales.
That's
And
true.
I'm curious to know what kind of numbers Drake brings in.
Yeah.
Because Donda did 327,
I just saw a
327K.
post. I just saw a post. I gotta find it again.
I wonder what the projections are. I know
Projections for
academics.
Drake. The projections for Drake was 625, I think.
625,000.
I think that's the projection. Yeah.
Lord Jesus. Hold up.
But he's done something like that before. He's done like 600K before.
Yeah.
Has he done that before?
Yeah, I think so, bro.
Let me go to academics because
I think the other person who's done something like that was Kendrick. I think Kendrick did like 500 one time.
Yeah.
500 or something like that.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Academics said yesterday, Drake Certified Lover Boy on pace to sell 625K first week.
Yeah, it's like that.
Shit.
It's like that. But like, it's crazy though. Like the first day of Drake's streaming on Spotify, I think was 156 million streams first day.
Yeah.
And then his second day was like 82 million streams, which Donda's first day was 94 million streams, and then Donda's second day was 102 million streams. So Donda's streams went up the second day, which is kind of not confusing, but interesting, I guess.
Yeah.
Because now it's just going to be a matter of like which one's going to get more replay value to see like who's, you know what I'm saying, coming out on top, I guess.
I can guess, but I don't know. Like, I feel like it's going to be Drake, but
Yeah.
Drake when it comes to what?
I think replay
Drake has
value,
less
like
controversy.
replay value.
yeah, and that too.
Oh, you
Yeah.
think so? When it comes
Well,
to the
yeah.
value of the album?
Well, I'm
Well,
trying to figure
yeah.
out who's going to have more numbers at the end of the day.
You have to think about the
Drake.
people who
Drake
fell off
will.
of
Drake.
Kanye.
Drake
Yeah.
will.
Because even though
have
I
friends
realized that
don't
at a
like
certain
Kanye.
point, those
Because of
really
his views.
legendary artists, even though 27K is fucking ridiculous, right?
Yeah.
And he dropped on a Sunday.
True. But that's like just ridiculous, right? And
Yeah.
that's Kanye West. But Drake is the hottest now. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
exactly.
And he did 620. He's projected to do 625.
Mm-hmm.
But like, who's the hottest rapper in the entire world right now alive? Jay-Z.
Yeah.
But if Jay-Z drops an album, I don't even think he'll do 200K.
I think he could do two.
The last couple, I don't think he has. I think he's done like 100, 150.
How much did he do on
What
444?
was the last one? 444?
I can find out.
Yeah.
You just mean like the first when it just dropped? Like I said.
Yeah, it did 262.
262, okay.
Okay, so that's yeah.
I think he can do two. But I don't think I think Kanye and Drake I think Kanye would definitely do more than him still, and I think
Yeah.
Drake of course obviously would do more.
Yeah.
I want to
Drake
see
is
I think Kendrick can do 6 right now.
Especially with how long he's.
Yeah,
I
how
think-
long
I think
has it been?
It's been like 4
Because
or
even
5,
like
right?
Kim,
Yeah, it's
even
been like
Baby
4
Kim's
years.
video is like what?
Going crazy.
10, 11 million views
Yeah.
already?
Yeah, that shit is up there,
Like
and it's
17
been up
or
for a
something.
week.
12?
Yeah, it was up there. It was like 12
It's-
million, I think.
Yeah, and that's a feature.
And that's Baby Keem. That's not yes exactly. That's a feature.
Yeah, yeah.
Right.
He featured on
right.
his shit and turned it all the way up. 12 million views 1 week. That's good.
Yeah.
Sheesh.
That's
Yeah.
good. You know what I'm saying?
That's
For that
anticipation.
not to be Kendrick's record.
Right.
You know, like fucking maybe I don't know, maybe half of those, 6 million of those was Kendrick views. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right, yeah, facts,
yeah,
facts,
that's a-
facts.
yeah.
fucking-
Yeah. At least we're counting at least half.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
At least
Yeah,
cut that
we're
in
counting
half,
at least
like,
half.
At
Yeah.
least just off of just he's featured, he's back out. Like niggas is like the boogeyman.
Yeah,
it's like
when's the
new
last time we
material.
even heard a Kendrick verse, period? We
Exactly.
haven't. It's been dead silent.
exactly.
Like a year,
Which is nice,
or
though.
2 years almost.
Which is nice.
And that's why I'm saying like I really think this is just such a setup. That's why I say I think he could
You
do
think
6.
this is literally just the tip of the iceberg because it's like these two people are feuding and we're listening to this shit. Like we're watching them go at it, and then Kendrick's just gonna be like this. Excuse me.
Exactly. And
Let
then
me just-
now on
Yeah.
top of it, Andre 3000 came out and said he wants to work with Kendrick. He's securing
And he's
that,
on-
he's securing that
secured-
future right now.
He
Yeah.
secured his spot when Lil Baby's album dropped. He secured that spot.
Yeah.
Yes.
Whenever Tyler's new album comes out, he secured that spot.
Yes.
Jay-Z, that
secured
ain't
that.
shit.
All
Yeah,
of them
he-
are running to that.
He
And I'm-
literally secured every
Yeah,
name he
everybody-
did.
Yes.
Why would you say no to Andre 3000?
Nobody's saying no to that.
Yeah, bruh. Yeah.
And now it's just like we waiting for albums now because these 2 albums came and it's a great time for music, honestly. Because look at the
It's
way that
about
we talk
time.
About it.
To me,
That
I
really
felt like
puts
2020 was quiet as fuck. Like
quiet,
I was like,
quiet as fuck, bro.
And that's because
J.
everybody-
Cole started it really.
yeah,
he did.
Yeah,
he
yeah,
did. He did start it.
He started
He got out ahead of it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he got out ahead of it.
And honestly, it was quiet because I think the fact that everybody wasn't touring, that was
Yeah.
the first time they had
You drop
time
an
to
album
really
and then you
sit
tour.
back
Yeah.
and really take their time with music.
That's true. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it wasn't a rush.
That's true.
Speaking
yeah.
of not a rush, we still haven't gotten the Bruno and Anderson.
Yeah,
joint.
the Sonic. I'm
yeah.
waiting for that too.
I'm waiting for
yeah,
that.
Yeah, that's
They said-
true.
they said
Yeah, I almost
January.
forgot about
They
that.
said-
Yeah. Oh, they said January?
I think so. They said January.
Oh, okay. So we've gotten 2 singles.
January?
And damn.
Yeah, I think
So
they
they're
said
really
January.
warming this shit up.
22.
They're gonna be platinum and they're gonna be gold and platinum before the album even drops.
Yeah. Man, this
But
shit's
see,
gonna go
at
crazy.
this- but at
If
the
it's
same
not
time,
already, you know what I'm saying?
January 2022.
Oh wow! So
Yeah.
they're literally just like
Hopefully, like the first.
they're
week
just
or
gonna
something.
drop us like give us something like once every other month or once
Well,
a
yeah,
month.
but see, but I'm worried about that because I don't like listening to albums where I know half of it already.
No, that's a fact.
yeah,
You know,
because
like, because it's just- I don't want it to sound like a
Bruno
best-
album
best
is.
of
Like,
album.
Bruno's down with just 10 records,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and
You
if
know?
we get 4 singles,
Yeah.
We're only paying for 6 more songs. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I like when, me personally, I miss when like they would just put out like 1 or 2 singles.
1 to 2.
Drop the album.
And then you got 13.
Yeah, 13 fresh
15.
new songs.
Yeah,
You can have that experience, but it's just
and then
like
all the singles come after that.
I think that was the problem with when Kanye and 50 dropped in 2007 together.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Like people were complaining about the 50 album because he put out like 5 or 6 singles before the album dropped. And they were just like, like it just wasn't fresh album anymore.
And you know what?
Yeah.
Speaking to that about things not being fresh after hearing too much of it, some people are saying that because of Kanye's listening parties, like it might have lowered his numbers too.
I think it did.
And I think it did too.
I think it did.
I think it did.
And if the story about Universal dropping it is true,
It's
I
because
think
of that.
that would be the
That'd
reason.
be the reason. Yeah.
Because it's like, bro, stop playing this fucking album every 2 weeks.
exactly.
Like
People are gonna not want it anymore.
Yeah, it's like,
Or when we get it, it's gonna be underwhelming.
Yeah.
like think about do you remember when the first one happened? Bro, that
It was
shit was
hype.
massive, bro.
Yeah,
Like,
If he would have
first
dropped
one.
after that, bro.
the first listening in Atlanta.
Oh yeah.
If he would have dropped after that,
Oh, man, it'd be-
500,000.
Yeah.
Right, yeah. I think so too.
500,000.
Yeah.
I think that definitely affected it because honestly, bro, like for me, I was like, oh shit, like I'm mad I missed the first live stream. Well, I tried to watch it, but it started late or whatever. But I still wanted to watch it. I was still like the excited fan on that first one.
Yeah.
But then once I missed it, and then the album was supposed to be coming out like a day or two later.
Yeah,
and then
facts.
that was wrong. Remember?
Yeah.
I remember
And then, and then Justin LeBoy said it'll actually be out on this day.
Right.
And then we got
Speaking
pretty
of him,
much.
he caught us straight in that track too. But continue.
He got a straight on what track?
7 a.m. on Bridle Path.
For real?
Yeah, he caught us straight. Remember, Drake said something like, "Fuck her respectfully. I just want my respect." He was talking about Justin LeBoy, like fuck Justin is what he's saying essentially.
Damn.
Because Justin shit is respectfully.
Right.
But my
Okay,
fault.
yeah.
Continue,
That
though.
makes,
Continue.
okay. By the time the second and third one came out, I literally didn't give a fuck anymore.
No, facts.
I was like, bro, just drop the fucking album, bro.
Yeah.
That's all I care.
Yeah.
Like, when the second one happened, and when the second one came, the second listening, I was like, Lord Jesus, here we go. And I think, like, to me, I was like, okay, it's we got Annex now.
Facts.
Yeah.
Now I'm not about to buy into anything until the album drops.
Yeah.
That's how I really felt about it. Like, I'm not consuming a fucking thing until I get the album.
I'll say, I'm happy I didn't pay attention to those because if I did, I probably would have thought this album was way worse than you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And there's people like Pat who, well, actually, I think Pat, I don't know, I know tracks on Kanye change all the time, but I've heard people, and I think Pat has even said something along the lines of, I like the second listening.
The order of it.
The order of it, but I don't even know if it was all the same songs either, you know what I mean?
For the most part, I think.
So yeah, it's like people might like that first one. The very first one he
Right.
did was the best one of them.
Right.
The second one, they were like, I don't like that one as much as the first one.
Right.
Damn,
And
what
the
do you
third-
think he did different?
Like,
From
he
the
was
first
like
to the
changing
second.
the order and like
Oh.
Changing the order of the track
And-
listing.
yeah, stuff like that, I think.
But I do get that, and I haven't listened to the whole album, but that one, that Jail with Jay-Z on it,
Yeah.
that did feel way too soon.
Really?
It felt way too soon to me.
Dang. I like
Like,
that.
and I didn't even finish listening to the album, but when Pat said it was further down the album,
Later on?
I felt that 100%
Yeah.
because my first listen to, I was excited for a Jay-Z verse, but I didn't want it that early.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because almost for a Jay-Z verse is like, I'm excited to where like a Jay-Z verse I might skip down
Yeah.
to play his. But at the same time, I don't know. It just I didn't like how early it was.
It's bad
Yeah.
placing.
I thought, yeah. I don't know. I liked it, man. But I don't know, man. I haven't the Kanye's joint. I haven't really paid attention to the sequencing as much. I've just been trying to listen to the records.
Yeah.
Right.
But I do like his verse on there, man. He's like talking to Kanye's mom on some shit.
Oh.
Mm.
Okay.
Yeah, he was like talking like, yeah, Donda. What he say? Talking about we gonna take that red hat home. Like he was talking about taking the
Like
red
really
hat from
personal
Kanye and
stuff?
shit like that. Like,
Right. We're like, we gonna get your boy straight.
Yeah, yeah.
Maybe
yeah.
so. Okay, so maybe that's what it meant. Like all those pictures where he would like Kanye would seem to be like crying while wearing a mask, like like when he was like bent down and all that stuff. Like
I don't know what any of that stuff means. Like when he
but
does
see,
shit like
but
that,
to
I'd
me,
be like,
like,
what is happening? Bro?
It's but now because of the subject matter of the album and
Yeah.
his mother, like he's really this album just proves that. I mean, you don't really ever get over your mother passing.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
sure
yeah.
you don't.
I doubt you never get
But
over that.
for
fully.
him especially, like you could just tell, like, okay, he is, this is not gone from him, It's almost like he hasn't properly mourned. Yeah, it's almost like he hasn't properly mourned or something like that, and he's like trying to find different ways to mourn.
Or how do you fully mourn
Yeah.
from your mother? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, So
like,
this is just proof that it's just not gone from him.
What?
The ISO on that is like really high, but I think we'll be fine.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, hopefully it's good.
Yeah.
It's just like blown out.
Hey, you can't. It doesn't look that way on here, but I'm worried about what it looks like when we put it in the thing.
Probably have to adjust colors.
The
and all
color
that.
graded part, yeah.
Yeah. Wearing black and white. No, it's fine.
You're right. We could always just go black and white classic, right?
Yeah, this is a retro review.
No.
But yeah, so that's what I was saying. But it seems like he's not over it, so it's a very personal album. Maybe so.
Yeah.
It was hard for him to take it, like on
Right.
stage and shit.
100%, man.
I still sometimes like not sometimes, but like once in a while, like you ever see him perform the track from Late Registration about his mother?
Oh, not roses. Na, 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 na.
Like I saw like when he like performed it for the first time like on stage on
Hey,
YouTube,
mama.
and then like when he starts singing, and then like
I want to scream so
Mike
loud for you.
starts like crying, and then like
'Cause I'm
all the
so
dancers come up to him and like
Yeah.
hug him, all this stuff, and the music is still playing. Like it's just.
Damn, Kanye's the shit, man.
Yeah, Kanye
I might just listen to old Kanye. Damn, never mind.
Well, that's what I do.
I have to listen to his new album. And it's like,
Yeah.
I'm going to listen to his new
It's kind
album.
of a chore, though, right?
It kind of is a chore, bro. Especially because it's so long.
Yep.
That's what's really,
Yep.
that's what's really like hard for me
But see,
right
but
now.
to me,
like,
like,
the
I'm-
fact that it's 2 hours, I'm like,
bro.
you're asking for a lot right now.
But see, but I'm kind of used to long albums because Busta's album used to be 20 songs plus. Outkast used to be, I think Stankonia was like 24 tracks. But
Oh, yeah, The Love Below was definitely, but
The
it was
Love
a double-
Below
but it was a double-
and
but-
Speaker Box together
Yeah,
was
but
like
it was a
20
double
something
album.
tracks.
And that's what they're saying
Yeah,
about
so-
this. It's like this is double album length. Like this
Right.
is essentially a double album.
Yeah, yeah,
I don't think I've ever loved an artist enough to want a double album from them. I'm going to be real with y'all.
yeah.
I'm going to be real. And
I
like,
think Outkast just got away
Nipsey
from
could drop
it.
a double album.
Yeah.
I would take that. I would take that.
I'd listen to it, but I don't think I've ever wanted that much, bro. At
I
one
would
time,
not.
bro.
I would take that.
Well, I mean,
I've never.
Biggie's
Biggie's
and Tupac, he had one too, right? But,
Tupac got a couple. I feel like.
yeah.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
was just rapping for real.
They-
like-
all eyes on me. I
He
think.
was just rapping
Yeah.
for. But yeah, bro. Like,
Yeah.
like think about like if your favorite artist was like they're dropping a double album. Most people would get excited. I don't think there's any artist that could have me like. That's a lot of time,
But like
bro.
I said, like
Well, I think
Outkast.
that kind of rolls into your question you asked earlier, right?
Oh yeah, that's true.
Oh yeah, it does. Yeah, we can bring that back.
No, but I was just saying real quick, like just with Outkast, they just lucked out with that because that was a double album in disguise. It was really just 2 solo albums. put
Exactly.
together.
That's why that one was fine for me.
Yeah,
because
yeah,
it was
'cause it
2
was just like
individual
a
albums all put
Big
together.
Boy solo album and
Right.
a Big Boy, and an Andre
Andre
3000
solo
solo album that's just in the same package.
That's
you know?
it. That's it. Yeah. And that's why that one didn't
got
seem
away with
because I didn't feel like I was listening to it in a continuous.
Like just both of them together on. what,
and you know what? I'll
60
tell you
tracks?
exactly. I know exactly before we move on to this. I know exactly why I'm not a fan of double albums or I don't get excited over double albums because I don't think it takes that many. Because if your album has a concept, I don't think it takes 20 songs to tell me what the concept is.
But if they do 2 separate concepts and call it a double
If
album,
they
is that
did
fine?
2 separate concepts and it was kind of disguised a little bit differently, then yeah,
that'd probably be
I'd
cool,
accept
right?
that more.
Yeah.
But like, remember like the A-side, B-side type
Yeah, like,
type
like-
shit,
Yeah.
where it's literally just raps.
Well, Drake tried that with fucking Scorpion, right?
Was it
Oh,
Scorpion?
yeah.
He did.
Yeah,
It
first
was.
half
Yeah, it was
rapping,
like yeah.
second half like R&B
I think
stuff.
it was Scorpion.
I
right?
think it was Scorpion.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was
it
Scorpion.
was.
Yeah,
it,
it was
didn't really hit
87.
for me.
It didn't exactly.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm
It
saying.
was like
Because
an
it's like,
experiment.
I'm not opposed to the idea of a double album though.
Yeah.
Depending on who it is,
yeah, it
it would just have to be done right.
I think it's hard to execute.
Oh, it's definitely.
Yeah,
hard.
I think it's
hard
extremely-
to do a one album properly.
Yeah, I think
That's
it's
true.
exactly. Yeah,
know what
so
I'm
that's
saying?
why, and that's how I feel because I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm buying your album. I know how hard it is. Even if your album is just 10 records, nigga, just to condense your idea to 10,
Yeah.
that's a lot. Or
hard.
even if we gave you 15, like, that's because I'll take a 15-track album. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
15
Easily,
is a
but
good,
a
healthy
double
number.
album normally has more than 20. It
A
normally,
double album. Yeah, yeah, because
we're normally
it'll just
hitting
be
at like 25 to 27.
Both of these albums are more than 20.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, double albums, yeah, it would be like way more than like it would just
be
be
way
like
more than
15
20.
tracks on the first disc and then 15 tracks on the second disc.
30
Yeah.
track. I don't need that much for
Yeah,
one
yeah,
person.
yeah.
You know
No,
what I'm
I feel you.
saying?
I feel you. I
Yeah,
feel
yeah. Just
And
because
I-
it's
yeah.
so hard to execute. You know?
Yeah, I think some people sometimes they'll do that too. Like the band Red Hot Chili Peppers, I think one of their albums it was like a double album. But I think like with their excuse, it was just like, we made so many songs for this album that we think is good. So it's just like, instead of just like condensing them to, 15 or whatever, it's kind of just like, okay, well, let's just split it, and they could just enjoy which disc is their favorite,
Right.
Hey, you know what's another thing too is that this would be more of a convo for like artists and stuff like that, like of what I've seen interviewers say. So there's like two different strategies about that too. Like as an artist, when you make music releases, you want to have moments surrounding them.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Because the moment is what people remember sometimes. The moment helps them adore the album more or remember the album more. Mm-hmm. Maybe at least history, it makes it easier for history to remember that album.
Yeah. Right.
You know what I'm saying? But that's a strategy where you're making moments. Kanye makes moments on every album.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He makes moments to
100%.
where I remember almost every antic associated to every album.
Right.
Yeah.
When it turned into antics. And even when it wasn't turned into antics and it was just strategy, Kanye versus 50 Cent. You know what I'm saying? Like I remember that
was a
moment.
fun one, yeah.
I remember that moment vividly. Them standing off, facing off, and stuff like
face
that.
off, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Like a boxing match.
So that's a strategy that I don't know what works better for, but then that's a successful strategy. But then there's another strategy where people don't give a fuck about your antics and you only focus on the extreme music lovers. So where you can tell them I'm dropping 30 songs tomorrow and they don't care. You remember when Chris Brown dropped that album and it had
it had a bunch of songs.
had like 40 records on it?
it was
Had like 40 or 50 records.
Oh, shit, that's a
Like Chris Brown is one of the people that he makes moments, but he can do both.
Yeah.
But like literally, like when that album came out, I was like, "There's no fucking way I'm listening to that."
But there were some people who were all in.
But I knew several people who were
just
like, "I'm listening to every fucking record." Period. Like no questions asked. I'm listening to everyone, and I couldn't even wrap my mind around that. And I love Chris Brown. You know what I'm saying?
I told myself I was gonna listen to all that shit. Man, I stopped at like 10, bro.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, bro, that's what I'm saying. Because it's like, and I knew several people who were like, I'm listening to every song.
Because it's daunting, you're just like, you're 10 in and you're not even near being finished.
Yeah.
With the album.
Exactly.
You're 10 songs
Especially
in.
once you get to a long album number, 20. I'm at 20 records. That's a long album, and I still got 15 more to go.
It's like if you're gonna give me that many records, you better put the slaps all the way, all 10.
And you better give me a story or something.
And on top of that, it's not a There's no way you have a concept.
No,
you're just giving me records at that point.
No, you give me records.
Which is a mixtape, and I feel like
or a playlist.
Or a playlist.
But that's
more life.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
yeah.
True, more life.
But that just goes back to the whole just like how albums used to be, like how they've been put out versus now, where it's like with albums, like actual like physical things, it was like a different thing versus like streaming, where it's just a collection. It's just a play, almost like a lot of albums today are sort of like not overplayed, but over glorified playlists. Where it's just a bunch of lists of songs.
It's just they wrote 200 songs and condensed it to whatever.
Yeah.
So then you just get 40. Yeah.
Thug is one of those artists. That's why Thug is so loved too, because he was just like. There was some, like, I don't know, I think he released it on purpose, but it was one time when it was like, I remember this was huge on the internet, when they were like, holy shit, like, 80 Young Thug songs just leaked.
Oh, leaked?
Yeah, like leaked, but I think it was put out on purpose. But it was like one of those moments when nigga just had shit everywhere, bro. And it was like, Young Thug probably did it on purpose, obviously.
Right.
But,
So is that what leaked means today? It's just like, let's just put it out and say we didn't?
Yeah, and you know what? Leaked has lost its value.
100%.
Yeah, because then now it's like a marketing
yeah.
strategy now.
Yeah, when it comes to music,
we didn't put this shit out.
A lot of people leak their shit themselves.
Yeah, leak does not move me anymore.
Yeah.
Like, it used to move me a lot.
Yeah.
But it does not move me because I'm just like, you just want me to hear this.
Yeah,
you know
it's a trigger word to be like, oh, this song is not supposed to be put out.
Yeah.
You know, like, oh, it wasn't supposed to be put out. It draw you to it more.
But I mean, it still draws me, though, if I see it on Academics page, because if he posts it, I'm probably going to watch it.
Yeah. I don't. It doesn't draw me. It doesn't do anything for me, actually.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And sometimes I'm not quick enough to where so and so just leaked. Something just got leaked. I don't run to it fast enough, and then shit gets removed off the internet.
Oh yeah. That's
I'm just like, fuck
I
it,
don't really run to it, but when I see it, I'll still
because sometimes, and then that's when I be like, oh damn, I should have ran for that one because that sounds like a real leak.
Like actually,
yeah. If it's gone,
if it's gone, but then that still could be a strategy because you gotta keep up the illusion that
That's
I
the
leaked
thing,
this.
bro. So much of what happens nowadays around music always feels like a rollout.
Yeah.
So it's like, what can you even trust? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, it's hard to trust certain shit now. Yeah,
We're
you
being
just
lied to buy albums now.
right, and it's like you got the sale already, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like,
You don't have to like.
it's like certain people, you got the sale.
deceive.
Period.
Like you don't have to deceive us into
Yeah,
buying.
Kanye,
And
you'll
again-
have the sale to the day that you pass.
Yeah.
And even when you pass, all the music that's on your computer, you still get those sales. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Facts. And this is all leading up to the same point I said off camera. They all played into Kendrick's hands. He's gonna drop some crazy, and he's gonna do it all correctly.
it's almost like he's
yeah,
sitting
yeah.
back. But how do you feel? What do you think about the whole? This is my last album on TDE.
I don't
That's
think it's
crazy.
his last music ever, but I think it's his last.
Oh, yeah.
No, it's not
his
his
last
last
album on TDE. I just think we're gonna get like a really like out of pocket, do whatever the fuck I want type dude. Like,
Right, but the way that TDE's always been described and felt, it wasn't just a label that they were signed to that Top Dog owned. It was like all of them had equity in TDE.
in TDE, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it was more of a it just didn't seem like that would ever happen. Long story
Yeah.
short is what I'm saying.
Like
You
that
know?
he would ever leave.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, I mean, I guess he's not the head guy there, and I guess he wants to be the head guy.
He's not the head guy there
because like
anymore?
people are speculating that he's gonna start his own shit.
Yeah, he's gonna do his own shit. I mean, that's
Yeah.
what I assume.
Oh, got
Yeah,
you.
he's not the own. I mean, he's not Top Dog or Puncher. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
he's gonna do his own thing.
True.
That's
Yeah.
what I'm assuming.
Now, the other question was just like, what is TDE gonna do without him?
Oh, they gonna slap. They got
You
SZA.
sure?
Yeah,
Some
they
people
still
are like,
got
I don't
SZA.
know.
They got SZA. SZA.
They
is
still
up
got
there.
They still got
SZA.
SZA. They got Isaiah,
They got
who
Isaiah.
just
But that was
dropped.
their highest
Isaiah
earner.
dropped some fire
The
shit
highest
too.
earner was Kendrick.
And you know what? SZA is gonna do numbers every time.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah.
SZA gonna do numbers.
SZA gonna do numbers, bro.
Yeah.
SZA is another one that when she dropped, they've been waiting on her.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. She hasn't
They
dropped
go.
in a while.
Yeah. They
She hasn't
be
dropped in a while.
fiending for
They've been
SZA.
fiending for
Yeah.
SZA.
And
yo.
SZA can really go. SZA got that vibe where she can go away for 7 years.
Yeah, and just
come
drop
back
on
and do
you.
Yeah, 'cause
300.
she was-
do
yeah.
at least 200 in the first week.
Yeah, she gonna
You
drop
know what
on
I'm
you.
saying?
Because she was
def-
second in command. Yeah. She was
Yeah.
second in command over there.
Yeah, she
Well,
gonna
no, it kind of rotated. It was
did.
Kendrick first.
Yeah.
Then it was
Schoolboy.
Oh, Schoolboy. Yeah.
Then it was
Yeah. Schoolboy. But it's not Schoolboy
I don't
now.
want to say J Rock, but Ab had his moment, but it wasn't like a
Ab had his
it wasn't like a
moment.
commercial moment though.
I feel like it was SZA next.
Yeah, it was SZA because
It was SZA and Isaiah Rashad next.
Yeah, because
And
Ab
then-
But SZA is still number 2 now.
Right,
now.
and then
Yeah.
J Rock
and J Rock
had his big
J-Rock,
moment.
yeah,
finally.
yeah.
And J Rock for me when he dropped that album, I was saying that's a contender album of the year. People didn't even talk about it.
Yeah,
Really-
that was
Yeah,
a
no,
good
I
album.
remember that. I
That
remember
was
that.
a good album.
Yeah, I remember that, bro.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
was.
yeah.
Great.
That album was good, and I
Yeah.
only listened to it like one time, but I remember every
Maybe
time,
twice.
anytime you were like, nah, fuck, niggas,
was a
they were
good
like,
album.
J Rock
Yeah.
shitting on these niggas' albums out
Yeah,
here
they
right now.
shitting on
Like,
this
yeah,
shit.
yeah.
It was because he dropped the same year that Nipsey dropped. Victory.
Yeah.
He did, and I was listening to
And
Nipsey,
those-
and
I was
yeah.
listening to both of those.
Those two.
Both
Yeah.
of those for me were like my top 2 albums that year.
I wish I had those in a playlist. Like when Nipsey Hussle and Dom Kennedy After School, Get Home Safe
Yeah.
and Crenshaw dropped at the same
Oh
time.
man.
And that was I had that on one large playlist.
Yeah,
And that
yeah.
was like you
I
had
had Victory
J
Lap.
Rock and Nipsey on one
On
large
one- yep,
playlist
yep,
back to
yeah,
back.
yep.
But yeah, I remember like I love when like 2 people drop just phenomenal bodies of work, and I'll put them on the same playlist
And,
Yeah.
and that's
go
what
back to back.
That's
Yeah.
what this should be right now. But they're so fucking long.
That's
It's
what
like,
this should be.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what this should be.
Yeah.
And it's not even like the styles are the same. Like even those albums that we were talking about, like
Yeah, the
those
styles
styles
are
aren't the same. Mind you, we are talking about West Coast people, so I guess
Yeah.
it has that West Coast vibe. But
yeah.
but still, I should be able to do that with this.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we
I
should.
should
I
be
mean,
able to do this.
and I've already. I mean, I've added some of their songs separately to. Like,
And I'm
just
talking
my-
like I listen to it, but you
Yeah.
know, I listen to it.
Nah,
Yeah.
but I mean, I've added a lot of their songs separately to just like my liked songs on Spotify, but I haven't like. There's still so much more to be. I don't know. I guess people are saying it's mid and stuff, and I can for the moment. I'm not gonna say it's. I'm not gonna say it is, but I'm not gonna say it's not because it's
Yeah.
just so many songs and so few that I have attached myself to.
Right,
You know what I'm saying?
right.
So it's like.
And just
time.
like what you said, like where it
And
was
time.
like maybe people aren't doing what you're doing. Like they're not digesting it.
Yeah.
Hell
Just
no,
like
these
chewing
people
it. It was just like, it was okay.
These people
Yeah.
definitely ain't.
Yeah,
doing
and
it.
then
not
niggas just gonna
digesting
move
shit.
on.
Nah, they not
How much time
digesting.
are we at right now?
I don't know. We've been talking about this for a minute, honestly.
We have.
Yeah.
And I said we'll lightly graze over this.
Did you like that short?
Have you ever heard people talk about an album that we haven't listened to the whole thing on for so long? Like,
yeah, we've been going for an hour.
Wow,
1 hour.
but that's kind of impressive, though. We were talking about these two.
Bro,
Hey,
we do
hey,
this.
these
we
two
did
albums.
We did it pretty well.
Bro, we do this.
It's like the whole
we do
fucking
this.
show.
We do this. This is not
yeah,
an
it's-
amateur
it's
podcast.
not a game.
We're seasoned out here. in these
Despite the fact
streets.
that we didn't listen to it, like we kind of did a deep
we
dive.
did kind of all right, and we
There was some
and
valuable
we didn't even
stuff.
we didn't even rate the albums. We didn't even rate the albums.
We were
I
just talking
caught
about
myself
everything
slipping
about
once
it.
or twice. Like I listened to it and I
Yeah.
corrected myself. Like
We were talking about
you
the
know-
philosophy of it, and
Yeah.
the rollouts, and
Nah, that was pretty solid. But I mean, to tackle your question you asked earlier, because I had.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
to go back to the question I had earlier was
does everyone fall off their favorite artist at some point?
at some point do you vividly remember the switch, or do you have any artists that you've never felt like you've fallen off of from your first time loving
That's
them?
such an interesting question because
It is.
from high school, I'm just like, man,
Yeah, I
there's
have
a lot of people. That
I remember
fell
every
off
moment. So for me,
A few moments. A few people.
so Ludacris,
of. Yeah,
my moment was probably Release Therapy though.
Yeah.
It was probably
Yeah.
Release
It
Therapy.
was.
yeah,
It was.
for me.
So
too,
it was
yeah.
Release Therapy
Yeah,
for
it was
Ludacris, but every album leading up to that, diehard fan, and I'm not.
Yeah,
and like the
yeah.
people that I'm about to bring up, y'all, we're talking your diehard fans right now.
Yeah.
And in the moment, things change for you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
And
Cassidy.
even maybe it's not even bad.
Cassidy,
but it's just,
Cassidy, and that was
The bars album for me.
the
It was
Bars album.
probably
and-
it's probably before that a little bit.
And
but
I
like,
don't- and
but
I
like
kinda-
when he
and I-
dropped that, I was like, it's over.
And I kind of don't want to put him in there just because he did have a tragic event happen too.
He did, but I mean,
The accident.
yeah, the accident.
You know what I'm
happened.
saying?
But I and I don't want to take that. I don't want to I guess I understand.
Because I remember he was like teaching himself how to speak again and
yeah,
how to rap
yeah,
again.
yeah, that's
so it was
true.
like he kind of really started from ground
Yeah,
zero.
that's true.
So that's why I don't want to like.
Take that. Use
But
that
I do feel you though.
Yeah,
it was a clear
yeah.
decline on
on
Cassidy as well too. But Wiz Khalifa, Die Hard, 2009 up until 2009 is when I first heard Wiz Khalifa High Fly, and that was Die Hard. I went back and listened to the old shit Die Hard, all the way up until Black and Yellow was the beginning.
all right, here's
The Only Nigga in First Class was all right. Taylor Alder, once he dyed his hair, once
Okay.
he
That little
Yeah.
once he did the
thing.
blonde tip, it wasn't the same for me.
so Wiz never fell off to me.
And he never fell off.
Wiz never really fell off to me. Wiz is probably the only artist that I've enjoyed that has like successfully made it out the game to me.
Okay.
So like what I mean like
And stay true.
yeah. So
Yeah.
to me like when I say out the game, I mean he's still an artist. He's still here and there.
Wiz is a
But-
music drop artist only. He's he's one of those artists. Just throwing it out there.
Exactly. But for me, it's like after Kush and OJ, it was like
Yeah. It was so big.
it was so
So
big.
big.
It was like he ascended, and it was like
Yeah, it was.
I've had enough from you. Thank you for
Yeah.
being here.
It
know
is
what I'm
almost
saying?
what it felt.
It was like-
because yeah.
You know what I mean? It was like
true.
thank you for being here. Like
And that's
you've
true.
done what I wanted.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm satisfied.
because Wiz changed a lot about my life.
Yeah.
There's artists that changed that how I dressed and operated life. The Cool Kids is one of them. The Cool Kids were the first artists that I would say
Had you rocking Levi's and shit.
had me changing a lot about who I was as a person.
Yeah.
Taylor Gang was the next.
Uh-huh.
And it was like, and you're right, I didn't think he fell off,
Right.
but it was
I
almost
still have my respect for him.
right, and he never stopped snapping.
Right.
Yeah.
But it's almost like he put me at a point to where it was like, okay, you're in the bit, like okay, this is your expectation now.
Right.
Go out and find some other shit you enjoy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Like, it was almost kind of like that, and it was like I know you're always gonna be okay.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
you notice like every so often like. I be like, I get caught up on Wiz YouTube.
Yeah.
Every so often. Like I haven't been every single drop Wiz fan in a while. But every time YouTube he pops up, I click, and it's 2 hours later. and I have been listening to Wiz Khalifa for 2 hours, and I'm catching up on the last 5 years. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's just like I'm a fiend again for it immediately, and I'm like, and it's just funny because the whole time I'm listening to this, I'm like, boy, this nigga is still snapping. You know what I'm saying? Like that's literally how I be thinking, bro. But for some reason, I don't run to the drops anymore.
No. So I understand. I don't run to any of the drops. I haven't run to a Wiz Khalifa drop. I don't even know when he drops. Honestly,
I never know when he drops.
But for me, it's like funny that you know, in this conversation we're having, it's almost like for some people he may have fallen off, or like you're not running to the drops. But it's like I can't even consider him a fall off in my book.
Yeah.
Even though I'm not running for the drops, I've like
because I didn't say fall off though, right? I just said something changed.
Does everyone fall
like
off?
You're
said, does everyone fall off of their favorite
not that the
artist
artist fell off.
Oh yeah, not the artist, but you. You fall off of your artist.
Yeah, like you just kind of just drift away from them for whatever reason.
Exactly. Yeah, not them, not their skill.
It had nothing to do with them really.
Yeah. But you drifting away from them naturally.
I see what you're saying.
But the thing is, I think I watched the video.
He never fell off, but you
fell off.
But it's weird. It's like I don't even. I guess I drifted away, but it wasn't like a drift away from not appreciating anymore. It was a drift away from like I'm complete.
Yeah,
right.
Like you completed it. You completed it for me.
To your point, I think I read something that was on this topic a little bit, but basically it was about why it's normal for you to outgrow the music you used to listen to. Because that's what it simply is. You just outgrew it.
That's true.
Yeah, you evolved as a person.
I've consumed so much of
you're not who you were when you were listening to that
That's
anymore. So it's you're just.
But
now
you know what? But where I stopped at, I can always go back to and love and appreciate.
Yeah, because it's nostalgic now.
It is nostalgic.
This is who you used to be. Because you go to that mindset of who you
because
were.
it put you back in, like literally, bro. If I listen to How Fly, Cushion Orange Juice, I literally instantly see myself with military cargos, Chucks, Washington Nationals hat flipped up like this. And a Louis Vuitton pouch hanging, and I had joints in my Louis Vuitton pouch. Like, I was about that life for real. You know what I'm saying? And then a Cool Kid song, I literally imagine myself with my skinny jeans, my super sneakers on. And that was when I met Jeff. So that was a huge moment in my life because I also met Jeff. And it was like, that's why I feel like me and Jeff is like so close. And like, why? It's like because... At least I know why it was so, me meeting him felt so special because I didn't know anybody. I didn't connect that much with the people that I went to high school with in North Carolina. And I was just so ready to graduate. But I found Cool Kids in like my senior year. And I feel like the Cool Kids was just like, I was like, yes, there's cool shit. Like, literally
actually
like,
cool
there's
kids.
more to life than this shit that these niggas are concerned with. You know what I'm saying? Right. So all I was focused on was graduating because I was like, nigga, the cool kids, like, this is like, I want to live like these niggas. You know what I'm saying? And then, but at the same time, I knew nobody. I didn't know a single person on the same type of time I was on. Not a single person. Facts. And then I'm working at Goodberry's, and Jeff comes back from the summer, and he's on that time. Not only is he on that time, he's like, nigga, we go shopping here for these clothes. I was like, holy shit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
you got the plug.
Yeah, so it was like, and then this nigga's put me in the game on shit, and then Seeing Sounds drops, and like we share that together. You know what I mean? So it's like he's put me on. I'd never been to a boutique until he took me. I didn't know what Hype Beast was. I didn't know. I didn't even know where to get blog. I didn't even know where to find more music like that until he told me
like
about
live
blogs
mixtapes and shit like that.
Yeah, like not even live mixtapes.
Like
this is the blog era rap. So I didn't even know to go to Hype Beast, Herfection. He gave me all those websites. But it was like I just found one piece of that blog era, which is the Cool Kids, and I didn't know how to get any more. I didn't know how to find people who else wanted it. But it was like I met Jeff at work, and it was like. He was like the beacon of light, like like come with me.
He was the shepherd.
He was a shepherd, bro. Bro. So it was. He was like, this is what we do.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? I was like, oh, finally, like.
It's always awesome when you meet that like one person that can kind of just introduce you to this
especially some shit that you already have like a thirst for. You know what I'm saying? Like, but you can't.
They see it in your eyes. You know.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what you did for me with Fly You. You put me on the Fly You and like Mibs and like Pac Div and Fly You at the same time.
Right, yeah. Pac Div, yeah.
But you put me on to both of them at the same time.
Yeah.
Because you were listening to Fly You and Pac Div, and when I heard that shit, I was like,
niggas are doing this outside?
Yeah, I was like,
bro.
It's crazy.
Bro, because the radio was not playing that shit, bro.
Discovering music is just fun, man.
Bro, that blog era rap, it was like,
just crazy,
nigga, I did not like what was being
crazy.
played.
Yeah.
Period. I did not like
I
that
can
shit.
still have like fucking that Go In song. I'll never forget the words to that shit.
Never. Matter of fact, I'm playing that shit when we're done here, bro.
Yeah.
Shout out to Jero.
Yeah, for real.
Shout out to everybody on the
For
Fly
real,
You.
yo. For
Yeah.
real. But I mean, the thing about though what you said is everyone fall off from their artist at some point.
Yeah.
I feel like it depends. Some people are luckier than others with the artist that was their favorite. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
True.
And I mean like people. When I say that, I mean people like who had Kanye as their favorite. Like
True.
that's you're kind of lucky in the sense of that. I mean, your favorite artist is like even though you may had a fall off moment, you always knew he's gonna come back at some point.
True,
Yeah.
because
Yeah,
I
it's
had
like-
my fall off moment.
Yeah.
With Kanye.
Yeah. Yeah.
Where I fell away, but the music was still great.
Still great. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And then, but then he can almost bring you back with how good the music is. Because when Pablo dropped, everybody was like, "Fuck anything
Man,
he's ever."
Pablo was my
yeah.
last favorite
you know
drop
what I'm
for
saying?
him. Yeah.
Everybody's
yeah.
like,
Of course.
everybody's
I like
like,
Pablo.
"Fuck whatever we thought about him falling off.
Yeah.
He's here. This is Kanye.
This is
nigga.
still Kanye West.
This is Kanye
yeah,
West.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
And it's like certain artists still are able to do that.
Yeah. Yeah, they grow with you almost.
Yeah.
Hey, yo, I don't know. Y'all gotta look these up. Or I'm gonna try to remember this. Have y'all ever seen the memes? They be clowning Chance the Rapper now.
Oh yeah,
What?
I know. They got
Man,
to.
they be clowning this nigga because, remember we talked about he's going through that thing with his manager?
Yeah, well,
Did we?
his last drop was like really weak.
Yeah.
Oh, I remember that.
My Big Day or something.
Big Day,
yeah.
his wedding album, pretty
Yeah.
much.
Yeah, I remember the cover.
Because what his album, his manager told him not to do that shit.
His manager not told him because it was a
do
bunch
what?
of drop that
Oh.
album because there was a bunch of unproductive studio sessions and stuff
Yeah.
like that. Like even the inception of the album, they disagreed on, and then I guess there was something to where Chance was pushing him out and moving family members into his position that he had, even though this is the person that he built everything with. But long story short, they're in a legal battle over management
okay,
and
I
money.
didn't know that.
Long story short, so I think that's one of the reasons why he hasn't dropped. And his last project, which is Big Day, wasn't received as well. But bruh, there's like all these memes and videos of like people clowning Chance, bruh, and they're like biggest fall off, like because like he be online like making a beat. And it'd be like low key just sounds trash.
Oh,
you know what I'm
I
saying?
haven't seen that.
You haven't seen that?
I haven't seen
Bro,
that.
so like he's just like I follow him on the podcast page, but he'll just like put out little clips of him doing stuff in the studio, and then just be him like singing a melody, putting the beat machine together, and it should be weak, bro.
I'm
It
sure, I
be
know.
weak.
I bet you I know what the comments are saying. I bet
Bro,
you-
they be eating him up in the
my God.
I
comments.
can guarantee you niggas in the comments like, somebody get this boy back on acid.
Bro, I've seen memes where they were like, niggas be like, bro, what happened, Chance? Like,
Yeah.
they be like, bro, and it's just
I
funny.
mean, your name is Chance. For God's
Yeah,
sake.
and it's like it's like funny how they clown him, like how he's like the biggest fall off artist. But I don't know if y'all ever seen that. I'll try to
I
find
haven't.
something.
Man,
to
that's
show you.
crazy though because when I was riding to the show in Chapel Hill,
Yeah.
I had my windows down and I heard somebody playing Chance. You know what song they were playing? And as soon as I heard they playing outside, I made sure I was riding by slow. I turned my shit down so I could listen. They were
Yeah.
playing I forgot the name of it right now. Cocoa Butter Kisses.
Oh, classic.
Cigarettes on cigarettes. My mama think I stink. I was like, damn, this shit was fire, bro.
And when that song came out,
Fire.
that was like one of the first times my mom started bringing up the fact that I was smoking cigarettes, and it was
Your mom?
like
Oh, so that had a
my
personal
mom-
connection to you.
Yeah, oh yeah, bro,
Oh,
yeah. I got burn holes in my hoodie, and then the part where he was like, I got burn holes in my memory. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
bro, that song, like, I was like, damn, bro, I'm here, bro.
Yeah.
I'm with you, my nigga. I'm not on acid, bro, but
Yeah.
and bro, everything on that album hit. You know what I'm saying?
That
It's
album was
like,
crazy.
Yeah, bro. So that shit was.
Crazy.
That shit was. Oh, do you have any other?
Yeah, I was gonna say just Busta. Damn, I can't.
What was the moment that you started pulling away?
I don't remember the album. For some reason, some of the albums I don't remember the names. I don't remember.
Yeah.
But I just know that it was in 2008 around Cool Kids time.
Okay.
He dropped a single around there. It was after.
I feel like it was Touch It.
It was after. It was after that album.
Okay.
Because I remember I checked
Touch
out that
It,
album
man.
and I liked it.
Okay.
It was the album after that I kind of like fell off. I can't even remember the song. You know,
Right,
he put
I
out a
don't
song
even
with Spliff, and it was just
Is
a
that
single.
the one that Look at Me Now with Chris Brown?
Look at
Was
me
it that
now.
album?
No, wait, look at me now.
I'm getting
I'm
paper.
getting paper.
Look at me now.
Was that a Busta album?
That was Busta, right?
I thought that was Chris
song.
Brown. It was a Busta song?
I think so.
It might have been.
Oh, okay.
No.
No.
I could
Okay,
be
so
wrong.
then it was before that then.
Okay.
Yeah,
I know
yeah.
Touch It was like 2008.
Touch It was 2006.
Yeah, that was like in high school.
Yeah,
so that was
then
2006.
There was just this 2008.
Nah,
that
it's
he
a Chris
put out-
Brown song.
I had a feeling.
What was it
Yeah.
called?
Look at me now. It was a Chris Brown song.
Yeah,
Oh,
featuring
okay.
Busta.
Featuring
never mind.
Busta.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, so 2008, I would say that's when I fell off.
Started
Just fell off
drifting
of him.
away.
It wasn't
Right.
like he was still doing his shit.
Right.
But I just fell off. Luda, like you said, it was
Yup.
like after, the
Release therapy.
Yeah, release
same
therapy.
same point for everybody.
Around the time I kind of just fell off, or just outgrew them a little bit. I was just starting to get into other stuff. Then there's the other half where it's like, because remember, like growing up, I was also listening to rock music.
True.
On the rock side of things, it was like bands like Korn, Limp Bizkit, and like
Where you drifted
Linkin
away.
Park and stuff like that. And I kind of just outgrew that, and I listened to that stuff, but only nostalgically.
Right,
where it's just
right,
like,
right. You
man,
weren't
I remember
seeking
I was in
new.
high school. Yeah, rock music today, I don't even like search for.
For new rock, yeah,
I'm more
yeah,
into like
facts.
alternative now, but that type of like Korn, that that angsty, I hate
right.
myself, go away. Like I don't
Yeah.
think like that anymore.
Yeah,
so I kind of just
it
outgrew
don't
that.
hit the same number, but
Yeah,
you can
it's
play it
nostalgic.
and- yeah,
Like,
right.
I felt like that when I was 16.
right.
So,
right.
Yeah.
so what it is then? In order for you to not fall off of your artist has to consistently grow with you.
They have to grow
True,
with you.
true.
They have to grow with you.
They have to be
And that's
constantly
something
changing.
I
Yeah.
remember I had to accept. Well, I feel like the first time I accepted that my favorite artist was growing in a different direction
Than
that
you.
I preferred
Yeah.
was Dom Kennedy. Because when I first started listening to Dom Kennedy,
Yeah, I can see that, bro.
it was everything to
Yeah, I
me.
can
You know what I'm
see that,
saying?
bro.
And Dom Kennedy, I'm still gonna say he's my favorite rapper. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just because of how big of an impact
He
Dom
had.
Kennedy had on my life.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Those are like my impact artists or whatever, but he was definitely up there. I feel like I was older. He was talking about numbers, and I still wasn't getting the money that he was talking about, but like 10K a month, damn, I know God loves me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I've had moments like that now, and
Yeah.
it's like, damn, that's all I wanted was back
Yeah,
then.
yeah,
You know what
yeah,
I'm saying?
yeah,
And it was
yeah.
like, so it's, but he grew in a different direction than that I was preferred him to go.
Facts.
I loved what he was doing so much that the fact that he changed turned me off. Of him.
Yeah.
And it wasn't, and I can't. How am I gonna be mad at a nigga for wanting to
Do something
change his
different.
sound?
Yeah,
No, it's just like
You
two
can't
people
be
just
mad.
naturally going
Yeah.
Yeah,
separate
you know what I'm
ways,
saying? It's
you know?
like, but I had beef though. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Oh,
Like,
yeah, beef.
I had like slight beef because it was like it was so drastic. I was like, what the
I
fuck
remember,
is
bro.
this shit?
I remember because we used to talk about it, and we used to be like, all right, he just dropped. We give it a chance. We gonna give it a chance. You know
every
what I'm
time,
saying? Like, we gonna
every
give it a chance.
time, every time.
And then it's like after I might not even listen to it yet. You listen to it before me, and then before I even get a chance to listen to it, you just be like, man, disappointed me again, man.
yeah.
Like-
but something that I always appreciated about Dom, even though
It was one or two.
he
of
took
them.
us to a different direction every time, he gave us one or two,
One or two. It was one or two.
that he knew I was gonna like. You know
Yeah,
what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah.
And it was like, but in that transitioning period, because it was Get Home Safely, and that was the last one, I think. And then after that, the one that changed everything was Los Angeles Is Not For Sale. Los Angeles Was Not For Sale was the first moment
Where it was
that
like
niggas was
trash.
like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah, what are you doing?
That was the first moment. Los Angeles Is Not For Sale. I was tight. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Yellow album was trending when that album dropped.
Dropped,
because
right,
they were like,
yep, I remember.
yeah, people were so mad at that album.
Yep.
They were like, fuck that. I'm listening to the Yellow album.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like, they were so pissed at that album. But then that style that he started doing was so foreign to me. It was offbeat. It wasn't the same cool Dom. I was like, what the fuck is this? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
But he learned how to make that shit better. So then now we have this new version of Dom where we still got elements of the old, but that new style is still there. Even on Dom Kennedy on Double Up.
Yeah.
I love that shit.
That's not what Dom
You
would have
used to do.
done.
No, it's
that's
not.
That's
But-
not what Dom Yellow album would have done.
But
But
Dom
he's-
didn't do what he did on Double Up. He wasn't doing consistently on his newer shits. He wasn't.
He wasn't because he was learning how to do it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
but
like
if he
Lost-
gives me
yeah.
something like that right now,
Right.
I would fuck with
That's
it.
what his music sounds like now.
But
the last
it
project he
can't.
dropped, that
It
shit was
can't.
slapping. That shit slap.
No way.
Bro, it was a green album. What the fuck was the name of that shit?
I'm gonna listen to it.
Nigga,
I haven't listened to it. Send it to me.
I listened to the whole thing, and I like 7 tracks deep. I said, "Oh, this nigga snapping right now." Like,
no way, bro. I don't believe it. I feel like he was.
I told you about it, bro.
I feel like he was one of the ones for me as well, where it was like, Dom Kennedy won me over. Also, based on
Rap and Roll deluxe album. Rap and Roll.
What was the first one of Dom shit I heard? I can't even remember the first thing I heard from Dom.
Watermelon Sunday.
Yes.
Yeah.
Watermelon Sunday was the first.
That was the first. My sister told me. My sister put me on Dom Kennedy.
Yep.
But even from then, what was the project with the money sign, the bill? Like that was the cover. It was like
that was
and it had Bet You Want Me Now, baby.
C4C.
It had that on there. Is that what that was?
It was like a team compilation album.
Was it?
Yeah, it was C. I'll tell you right now. I got that bitch on deck.
I fucked with that.
Are you fucking kidding me?
What, you don't have it?
These niggas hit me with a goddamn advertisement. Live mixtapes hit me with an advertisement.
Oh, yeah, man,
and I was looking at the album right before I was about to read it.
Oh, yeah.
They hit me with a damn advertisement. Ain't that some shit?
Yeah. Everybody
where we
that,
go.
Bro.
The original Dom Kennedy.
Yes, the original Dom Kennedy.
The original
that's
Dom
what I'm talking
Kennedy.
about. That was just him. That was the compilation.
Had Bet You Want Me Now.
Yeah.
Designer shit.
That shit went crazy to me.
When You See Love.
Yeah, because even When You See Love had BJ at the end, right?
Players Punch.
That had BJ at the end, right? That was the one where BJ
Chicago
was
Kid,
singing at the end, where he was like, I used to sing that, bro. That shit was so catchy to me. I used to sing that shit. Yeah.
No, that wasn't on this
What was
album.
that?
That was from the West Side With Love too.
But what song was that though?
Dom Sprayer.
Dom Sprayer. Okay.
Dom Sprayer has the BJ Chicago Kid melody at the end.
That was ridiculous.
Fire.
That melody, bro. I literally used to sing that fucking like every day. Just on my
early morning.
In the morning when I took a shower, when I got out the shower, I would sing that shit. I swear to God, bro. The shit that I that's something that vividly like I
had a dream I took over the world. No.
Oh baby.
Yeah,
that
crazy.
Shit was crazy, bro.
But it was like, so Dom's style grew, but then he just kept getting better at this new style that he was doing. And because I gave every project a listen, and I was like, it was like, I went from not liking any song on the project. Los Angeles Not For Sale, I think there was one song that I liked, and I still didn't listen to that on repeat.
Yeah.
I went from going to a 10% ratio or a 1 out of everything to like 30, like 20, 30, 35, 40. I've slowly built my way up. Now I'm hitting at like a 70% right now.
With Dom?
Yeah, I'm hitting like a 70.
So that
75.
last project was like that?
It was like that.
It
was like that, bro. It was like that. And it's like, still with his new style, bro, but his bars, you're like, okay. You're back.
Yeah.
You're back.
Yeah.
You're back.
Yeah.
And it's like, and if you haven't listened to a lot of it, I've learned how to adjust my ears to listen to it now.
Yeah, maybe that's what you have to do.
And that's another thing too, is you gotta adjust your ears to listen to it. But yeah,
to that change, you know,
to the change,
if they evolved as an artist. Because remember, like what you were saying, even like lyrically evolve, like because like even like with Korn, like I was saying, like. You know, they're almost like 40 years old now. They're still putting out stuff today,
right?
But I don't check for it. But they're like almost 40 years old, like almost 50 years old, and still talking about like 16-year-old problems.
See, that's
like insecurity. Like I don't know who I am. I'm like, you're 50.
It's not gonna hit right. Like you gotta grow.
I'm not 16 anymore, so I can't relate.
But that's why people who
That's how
have
I feel
like
about
Jay-Z
Lil
at their
Wayne.
top, it's like you gotta appreciate him because he's grown.
Yeah,
and that's why I feel like that about Lil Wayne.
He's back though. He's back, bro.
He's back.
Lil Wayne
But I'm talking about, I've still never felt like I got enough Lil Wayne. Like I never got grown man Lil Wayne. And honestly, I probably don't want it because he lives in his own world. And his world does not reflect the reality.
No.
So I probably really don't want it because it wouldn't make sense.
It wouldn't
to me
make sense
anyway. So to be fair, I'm not even mad at it. But I always said that Lil Wayne never fell off. You have to give him the right beat though.
Yes.
And you have to give him the right people on the track because if
I feel like the last few features I've heard from him have been crazy.
Slap. Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Me too. He's gone crazy in the last couple ones. And it's like, and I notice it's the beat and the people that are on the record.
Yeah.
Because if I, like, Lil Wayne, like, I remember in the midst of him doing like all this shit when I was like, I am sick of fucking Lil Wayne.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
When he was trying to be a rock star and all that shit.
Yeah, I was just sick of that shit.
Just
Even though
holding a
apparently his
guitar.
Rockstar album was fire.
I didn't listen to it, but
I didn't listen to it, but I heard it was received
Yeah.
really well. But I remember every so often I would hear him rapping over just a sample loop.
Yeah,
And the nigga would be snapping, and I'd be like, "Woo,
Yeah.
he still got it." You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
So that's why that's why it's like, if I hear a beat, I don't get crazy, jump excited like that for Lil Wayne. Oh, I had my moment with Lil Wayne too, because I was a mixtape crazy, the droughts
the
and all
drought
that
and
shit.
the dedications and all
The
that shit.
dedications, I know every word. I know a lot of words to a lot of Lil Wayne songs. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
My decline was when he started messing with the autotune too much.
Too much.
And it was less rapping.
Hello.
Yeah, it was stuff like that. That's when I started. That's when I started going away.
Yeah, and him, like, it was just like, he can't sing. So, like, even when he was featured on that
I'll tell you what it was. My fault.
T-Pain,
Go ahead.
you know, the T-Pain, oh, I can't believe it.
Oh, yeah.
I like that song, but his part is
I tell you what it was, man. He has Drake on his camp, and Drake is singing his ass off. He's getting influenced.
Right.
That's true. So that's why he started singing.
But I guess it kind of naturally progressed too, though, because by the time I was kind of tired of Lil Wayne, he was also ushering in Drake.
Yes.
And he wasn't coming halfway when he was doing songs with Drake.
No. He was hell
not-
yeah, fucking right. Like all
Yeah,
them
he
shits,
was
yeah.
not coming halfway when he was coming on songs with Drake.
Yeah, nah.
It was just.
I mean,
his
in
song.
the new shit he got with Drake on Drake's project.
Yeah.
It's a slap. That's one of my 5.
Okay. Yeah.
The one with him, Rick Ross, and Drake. It's one of my 5.
Oh, and
Yeah.
Rick Ross is. Oh,
Rick
so,
Ross and
yeah.
Drake, they will always
Yeah.
do music together.
Oh, okay.
Always.
That's always gonna slap.
No, I just
Yeah.
mean like you put Rick Ross up there. Like, when did you actually get into Rick Ross? Like when he first
I
came
got
out.
into Rick Ross at Port of Miami.
Okay, like so. When he
Okay,
first,
see,
yeah.
mine wasn't Port of Miami. Mine was, fuck. I gotta look.
Because I really was into the single
liked-
of, you know, what's the single? You know, his first.
Hustling.
Yeah.
Hustling.
I was into
Hustling.
that. Yeah, I was into
I
that.
fucked with that though. I
Yeah.
fucked with Hustling. You said you liked it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. that
Yeah,
shit
I
was
was
crazy.
every day.
But I
I
used to
was-
like all the songs. Like back then, I liked some of the songs people didn't even like because I was just like a fan of this nigga at this point. And he had this one song called Pots and Pans that nobody really listened to, but I
really?
fucked with it. It was like, all I need is baking soda, some pots and pans. He talking about whipping it up and shit. And,
I remember this one, Rise to Power.
I used to
forgot.
Album,
fuck with that
you mean?
shit.
Oh, this is a compilation album. That's why it wasn't.
Oh.
Never mind. You probably wouldn't remember it.
But
All right, so but Port of Miami was his
his the
debut.
his
Okay.
debut.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
So-
it has some slaps on there
Yeah.
for sure.
2006. That was 2006.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the next one was 2000.
Because it had the blow shit was hard too.
I'm gonna tell you when I got into
For
it.
the low was
Whenever,
hard. Damn, these jokes.
whenever
hard
the
to me, bro.
big meat. I think I'm Big Meech, huh? That was
Larry
when
Hoover.
that was when I started going crazy.
Yeah.
That was when I started going crazy for him. I think.
Yeah. But Ross has put together some amazing albums, and
Oh,
Ross I think might be another one for me where
I pulled away, but he never fell off.
right.
Yeah.
Oh, you pulled away,
100%.
but- oh, okay.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah. Where I was consuming every fucking thing.
Yeah.
And then I pulled away, but he never fell
Yeah,
off.
yeah,
and
never
he
fell.
actually kept getting better.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
And he kept earning my respect even more in a different way. Because
Right.
as I'm growing, I'm watching him grow outside of music.
Right,
Franchising, doing business
right,
shit.
right.
I'm like, I'm watching him for that purpose.
and the
now.
rap still becoming better.
Yeah.
and
Coming to
better.
America
Yeah.
too. That's his place.
And
Right.
it's like also confirmation in our lives because like as we're doing our things, it's like now we know it's like, oh, okay, cool. It's okay to grow outside of this because this is
Outside
gonna
of
bring
it.
back to this as well.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Hey,
saying?
speaking
He's
of
still
that,
playing
which
it.
is funny, same with 50 Cent.
Yeah,
that's-
same with
That's
50.
that's why that one-on-one interview thing, I wanted to use my real name.
Yeah, exactly.
Because I remember one of the things that I saw 50 Cent say when they used to, I feel like the Breakfast Club asked him, several people have asked him, they were like, how come 50 Cent can do wild ass shit and not fuck up his deals?
Right.
Because 50 Cent did that. Curtis Jackson
Jackson.
didn't do
Ah,
that.
so it's like a dual.
So Curtis Jackson is the
personality.
person who owns Stars. I mean, not owns Stars, owns Power.
Right.
Yeah.
He did the vitamin water deal.
He's the
That's
businessman.
that's all Curtis Jackson.
Facts.
But 50 Cent, when he's allowed to do anything he wants as 50 Cent antics and he was like, and when people asked me, he was like, I'm a rapper.
Facts.
Yeah.
He
I'm a
was-
rapper.
Yeah, he was for that. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, it's whatever. I'm a rapper.
Yeah.
But I'm Curtis right now, so
Yeah.
I'm applying pressure here that you have to address. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Exactly.
Yeah.
so it's like
Splitting it up.
when he's
compartmentalizing.
when he whatever.
You said carpet. Yeah,
Shit
compartmentalize.
Shit fell apart on that one. But yeah. I did like that, and I was like,
So you're thinking about kind of,
yeah,
going in
because
that
I always,
direction?
yeah,
But
because
I did personally fall off of 50 though, thinking that, I just grew separately from his music.
I grew
Yeah.
separately from 50.
I never
He
even
fell
jumped
off
on that
either.
hard.
Yeah, he never fell
Oh,
off,
you never went crazy.
No, I
Jimmy.
mean, I liked that.
He never fell off, but
Get
he
Rich or Die
never.
Trying.
It's not the same as Ross or Wiz for me. He never fell off, but he was also like I stepped away from him, like musically early.
Right,
yeah. Early.
Me too.
Like
I'd
around
say
Candy Shop
Yeah.
and all that stuff. It wasn't like,
by
this
the
is
third album,
whack.
I was
It was
pretty
just
much
like,
done.
Yeah, I was pretty
Yeah.
done.
And I was happy with the third album.
Yeah. I was.
But
good.
I started drawing away from it.
Yeah. Because I mean, he was trying to do some things with G Unit, but it never quite got popping.
Right.
yeah.
But then we got the game out of
We got
that.
the game out of it.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
And Game.
And
but
his
see,
first album,
Game
yeah, I like it.
Game threw himself out the book.
Yeah.
did.
He threw himself out the book. I always be, even today, I'd be skeptical about
Man,
talking about Game. I'd be like, one day he gonna hear me.
But I mean, he made a better career, I think, than everybody else in G.
No, 100%.
Yeah.
Ain't no question. What I mean when I say he threw himself out the book, I'm talking about like with his antics and shit. Like he just makes me not even want to deal with him.
Yeah, bro. I don't
Yeah.
have time to deal with the game.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I
Like,
don't,
yeah.
bro. I don't.
Yeah.
And honestly, all the feelings that I've ever had about the game, when I watch, what was it, Boss Hog?
Boss Hog?
BH, Boss Hog. Nipsey's best friend. No Jumper. If y'all want to see the realest nigga in the interview, like real nigga shit, this is how I knew. This was just confirmation that Nipsey was one of the realest niggas in the world. Watch Boss Hog, Nipsey Hussle's everyday best friend. Like he stressed that. He was like, no, this is my everyday best friend. Like we're everyday best friends.
Yeah,
we
yeah.
see each other every day pretty much. You know what I'm saying? Like he was like, I saw Nipsey every day up until the moment he left. For the last like 15, 20 years, I've been with him every day.
And this is the game.
No,
who's
not
this?
the game. This is Boss Hog. This
Boss
is
Hog.
Nipsey's
Okay,
best
yeah,
friend.
yeah, okay.
But he talked about the game in the interview.
Oh. Okay.
And literally, like, when I saw that shit, the way he made me, like, his reaction to the game, Whack 100, I was like, okay, I was right to feel this way.
Yeah.
He was like, like when he was talking about Whack 100, he was like, you talking about that nigga from the Valley? That nigga ain't from where I'm from. You talking about that nigga from the Valley? And then like the game, he was like, total respect. He was like, Nip always had a lot of respect for Game, and we never downplayed the opportunities he gave Nip. He was letting him open him up on tour and stuff like that. So like, Game holds an important part or a special part in Nipsey's success and career because he was letting him open when the game was the game, like at the max of his career. And he was like, and then after he said all that, he was like, so like Game, he cool. But you a clown too.
Because the thing is, like with the game, it's like you can never really deny his impact and or like how good he was, what he did. Like you can always praise his music and the shit he came out with, what he did. But it's like at the same time, you like, bro, you just be inserting yourself in the shit.
It's
you
just like
be
so
inserting
much
yourself
shit
in the shit that you don't even need to be a part
I wish
of.
you never
bro.
spoke on.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
bro.
man. He does so many things that I'm like, why did you have to put yourself there? Like,
Yeah,
But I remember the biggest thing, it was just like everybody always talked about the fact that he just name dropped too much in his
that was
lyrics.
annoying
That too.
too. And his raps were really name drops and things of the time.
Like
Yeah,
he was still trying to be a bully when bullying wasn't cool no more.
Yeah.
Right.
He was talking about 50, he was
Instead
talking
of just
about
making
Maya.
good music.
Just make good music, G. Like, yeah.
The name dropping was annoying as
Like
fuck.
in every song, like
That
even in
really got on my
Dream-
nerves.
Dream, which is probably my favorite song by him. But
That was a huge song.
yeah, brushing in this 40 ounce.
Yeah.
And I brought shout out to Kanye. Kanye produced that beat. And I
Yeah.
brought
He did.
Yeah.
Dream.
Kanye.
Kanye produced
Pushing in this
so many
40
stuff.
young.
Even though
Martin
the
Luther
Alicia
King
Keys drum.
had
That's Kanye.
Damn, I forgot about that.
Kanye is. If we look at Kanye's credits, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna put this one out there. I think he's the unbeatable versus.
Oh man, I wonder.
I think if there was ever, if you
Yeah.
you ever.
I would want to
attracted
see
that,
him and I would want to see him and Jay-Z go at it.
I think he definitely. I think he watched Jay-Z.
I think he watched Jay-Z.
I ain't gonna say watch.
I don't think he'd watch
I don't say
Jay-Z
watch.
because Jay-Z definitely has more than 20.
Yeah, you can't watch.
Jay-Z
But I
got
think
some
that
hits.
would be the best one.
Yeah,
That'd be the best one.
That'd be
Like
the
I don't
best
want to
That'd
see
be a
him.
battle.
I
Yeah.
don't want to see him with anybody else.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be tough, bro.
Yeah. It has
Because
to be Jay-Z.
you know what I'm saying, they work together. Like
They might have to go to 30 tracks or something. They can't.
Yeah.
do just
They
20.
could easily do 32.
That's what I'm saying. They can't.
Yeah.
If they do only 20, it's gonna cut it too short.
Yeah.
For like their
Yeah.
for their fucking for their catalog, bro.
Yeah.
Right.
They could easily do 40.
Theirs wouldn't even
Yeah.
be a regular. Theirs
Yeah.
wouldn't even be a regular. Yeah, because we're not even
They
talking
could-
about the things they touched.
You know what I'm saying? The things that exactly that's what I'm saying. Like
Yeah,
the shit that Kanye produced.
Kanye can do 20.
That's true.
Kanye
The shit-
can do 30 to 40
Easy.
and not play a Kanye record.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah, true.
And then
yeah.
and then fucking Jay-Z talk about the features. We're talking about songs he's featuring
Oh,
for
that's
today.
true.
right,
You know what I'm saying?
right,
And we're talking
right,
about, and then you
right.
could take it back to the fucking
The
frontin',
90s.
Big Pimpin', like all them
Yeah,
fucking records back then.
true.
But we hear those songs now, we still bop it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that'd be crazy.
Even like he could bring up songs that Kanye songs featuring him.
Easily, yeah, easily. Yeah. That's the best part
Are you
about
okay,
it. It's
man?
like-
Yep. I got it from right here. Damn.
Yeah, that's the best part. It's like
Yeah, you're waiting for
them
that part.
doing
Yep.
it would be the best. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like
He's like, he's gonna play that version.
Man,
isn't
they
he?
would never let Dame come out on stage.
Yeah, I think Dave is.
Look, I would want to see Dame there. I just want to
Doing
see
the shoulder
Dame.
thing?
I would want to see Dame Dash there one time.
Just for Big Pimpin'?
Just because I know it won't happen, but I would appreciate seeing Dame is still chilling with Kanye.
I believe it.
Oh,
Yeah,
is he?
Dame is still with Kanye because it was a couple months ago when Kanye was in like Wyoming or he was in some random location and Chance was in the room. He was spazzing on people, but Dame was sitting up in there too. So yeah, Kanye was spazzing
Is
on
Jay-Z
people.
cool with Dame?
No,
damn.
that's
Yeah,
what won't happen.
Yeah, that's a wash.
That's what won't
relationship, bro.
happen. All right, we gotta go.
Yeah, it's been long, man. It's been long. I mean, I don't even. Yeah, we didn't touch any other topic. It's kind of crazy.
Hey, man, but we talked hip-hop, really.
Yeah.
we did.
Yeah. I mean, it's been a while because we're talking about there's finally some excitement going on in hip-hop
That's
right
true,
now,
bro.
you know?
True.
That's true, man.
It's been a while.
And that's what you can kind of hear in this episode. That's
Yeah,
really
it's
what it
been a
was.
lot. It's almost like we've been waiting to talk about shit.
Yeah, we have been. We got like a battery in
Been
the
a
back
lull
of the
for a little
for
bit.
hip hop and shit. That is true. Yeah.
Music.
That is true.
Music's
And
been
that's why I
dead for
want
a
to do
year.
some listenings, like kind of like how Sean does his. Sean Creed does his, where we can just mute the song. We mute the song and they, you know what I'm saying? We can be sitting here and we can be listening to it
So about for what?
for YouTube.
Oh, yeah.
Like we could do that here, like
Oh, yeah.
Like,
yeah,
you know
yeah,
how he
yeah,
does
yeah, yeah.
his.
You said Cree. Oh, you talking about C, Sean C.
Sean C. My bad.
Yeah, I was
I'm
really
thinking
trying to
Creed.
figure out who you talk about for a
Sean
second.
Creed was.
But
right?
yeah.
I'm thinking
yeah.
Apollo. I'm thinking Michael B. Jordan and shit.
Oh, he do like a little. He favors a little.
He does like they could be related.
Yeah, they
almost,
could be
maybe.
related. They could be
Yeah,
cousins
brothers
and
or some shit. Yeah, cousins.
yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, this is the 3-0 podcast. Like, comment, share, subscribe. You'll probably you're gonna get a doubleheader this week.
Yeah.
This shit about to be long, but yeah, you're gonna get probably 2 this week. The second one will probably go live.
Okay, yeah.
It'll probably be
okay.
safer to go live because this one's gonna be how long is this?
2 hours essentially.
Yeah, this is gonna be a nice little edit.
It's
This is
a-
gonna
it's
take
an
a nice
hour
little bit
and-
to edit.
Yeah, it's an hour and 40.
Yeah,
Well,
so
you
this-
can tell them we talk about, Donda. And
right. We did talk about a lot of shit, so this is gonna take a nice little bit of
Lover
editing.
Boy.
So when we talk about the
Part one,
the
part two.
Donda and Certified Lover Boy, it'd probably be best if we go live for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we don't have to worry about no. Yeah, that'll be a
yeah.
better live. And I feel like people are gonna be more excited.
Yeah.
They'll be more inclined to
to engage.
To
be in
engage.
those comments too.
Yeah, that's a
for
fact.
something like that live.
That's a fact. That's a
Yeah,
fact.
this is a better audio one. But yeah,
Okay.
make sure y'all like, comment, share, subscribe. Everything the 3-0 podcast. Yeah, peace.
Peace.
You just watched we could start over if you'd like.
Hey!
You just watched the 3-0 podcast instead of listening to it.
You just watched the 3-0 podcast. Okay.
Thank you for watching the 3-0 podcast.
Hey, and you should click the subscribe in the box right below.
This guy's a rapper.